Just ignore that for a second. We should be live. I'm just checking to make sure that I got the right stream key and everything.
Alright.
And then I want to get the chat opened up so we can have all the interaction that we want. Hey, it says we're playing Hearthstone too. Yes!
Oh, it's not League of
Alright.
Legends this time.
It doesn't say League of Legends. Japan Esports playing. Yo. Okay. Alright, welcome, welcome. Looks like we are live indeed. I'm going to pause that, open up the chat so I can have it right here. Alright. Welcome to... Oh. Okay, I'm going to turn the Japanese volume down just a little bit. That should be okay. Looks like they're introducing the guest right now. What are you doing, man? Alright. Welcome, Maji's boy. I'm gonna go with Maji's boy and J4 as well as whoa, Twitch chat so mad. All right, awesome. Let's do a quick introduction. So my name is Curtis Sauce Trainer, and I'm joined here by the great. How you doing?
Dylan, Jethro, Tex, Resmini. I thought you were gonna like say more after that.
No, that's pretty much it. I'm Curtis, and this is Dylan Sauce, aka Jethro Tex, and today we've got day number 7 of the JCG Hearthstone Open class.
Wow, we are deep in there.
We are so deep, and for those of you who have been watching, we've had some pretty innovative plays. We like to call it Anything Can Happen Thursday.
Tacky Tie Thursday.
Oh my God, the Tacky Tie Thursday. We've seen some really interesting plays. We had the guest last week run Tink Master Overspark and was it Captain Greenskin?
Yeah, Captain. You know what's really funny? Trump started using Tink Master Overspark in his Control Warrior.
Did he really?
Yeah, he started using it because, like, I don't know. You'd use it on a Savannah High main. Even if it's a 5/5, it's still worse than a Savannah High main.
Yeah, it's kind of like a pseudo polymorph, right?
Yeah, it's
You
just
get a
like
creature out,
it's just you have to hope you don't have anything on the board, and it's kind of like, you don't want to lose board control like that.
Okay. If you're wondering about the player list, I will get that up on the stream very soon. If you guys don't mind, I will just load that up. There's almost 40 players actually registered so far.
Oh man, we're stepping up.
A lot of people are trying to get those JCG points for the end of the season. Alright, let's see how we can do this for you guys.
Oh wait, Paplico is on the right, right?
Yeah, Paplico is on the right and our guest is on the left. I think they
Wow,
already
I
introduced
thought
him.
I thought the entire time Paplico was on the left, so I thought that like I didn't. Oh man, interesting.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Their Twitch is not their Twitch is not like, or sorry, their Twitter accounts are not arranged properly. Like,
Yeah, that's why last week I thought it was Yusa playing again in the guest seat, and it was like, oh wait, that guy looks so familiar, but it was actually Paplico the entire time.
Okay, so we can throw this on here just to show you guys the entrances. Just a quick little view. Hopefully you can see that. A lot of familiar faces. We've got, of course, Paplico entering. Do you remember who it was that we were watching last week? Who did really, really well? It was an A. Oh, there's Asterisk again.
It was Yoti. Yoti 4.
Oh, yeah. Yoti 4. Did really well. He had the Tank Master Overspark.
Yeah.
Warrior. Okay, we'll get that off screen there. Get back into the action. I believe our first match starts in well, actually really, really soon. Normally it starts 10 minutes in, so.
Should probably post a link into the chat so people can check it out for themselves as well.
Yeah. Copy that. Okay. Great, great.
Yeah, this guy looks ready. He gelled up his hair and everything.
Yeah, he is suited up, ready to go, ready to shine. I'm actually curious to see what kind of deck he'll play. We haven't seen any rogues.
No, no rogues.
We really have only had like warrior, like control warrior, some warlock. We had that one handlock 2 weeks ago.
I think there was. I'm like confusing them between the guest matches as well because we had a lot of guest matches, so I'm not sure. There was some shaman, I think, maybe. No, there was paladin.
Oh yes. Seems to be talking about something. Unfortunately, I can turn it up a little bit if you guys are interested at all in listening to our guest speaker. So, for those of you who don't know the format, we have. So all these players, they continue to enter every week, and then they play for JCG points. And it's best of 3 against that you're pitted up against like other players in the pool, and they kind of make a bracket, and you play best of 3s, and you go through your bracket, and then the top player in the bracket, who generally goes like 3-0 or 4-0 throughout the day, will get 4 points, and then second place will get 3 points, third place will get 2 points, and fourth place will get 1 point, and so on and so forth. So what we're actually going to be watching is one of the players in the bracket who's been doing fairly well, and we invite him to the JCG studio, and then from there this man on the left, Barusa 3, will be spectating his games as he plays his bracket out in the tournament. The play should be coming. Usually for the first 40 minutes or so, we have show matches between Barusa and several JCG people, but we'll see. Yeah, the actual tournament does not start until 9 o'clock. The tournament bracket. So for now, yeah. Yes, we are going to be reading Twitch chat volumes and wormholes. However, this is a rebroadcast of the Japanese stream, and of course we have permission to do it. Full affiliation with JCG, and as you can see, we are streaming on the Japan Esports 1 channel. So, but this is a rebroadcast of Japan Esports 2. Right now, he's just interviewing him in Japanese, and unfortunately, my translating skills are not up to par. I can try to translate if you want, but it's not that good. I'll turn this up.
I believe in you.
Yeah?
You got this. Not the most amount of belief, but just enough to get you by.
Thanks.
Anytime.
ドヤ顔で殴って殺して、あれこれそれシークレットで自分のターンに発動しねえじゃんみたいな。こんなんちょっと分かってるやつは殺してくんねえよみたいな。
Yeah, they're talking about secrets and how difficult it is to know what kind of secret it is.
Yeah, some playing around some secrets is really weird, especially with the new mage ones. Like check if it's mirror entity, then hit them, and then you find out it's duplicate, and it's like, oh,
Yeah,
I don't want to clear the board anymore.
And then it's like you try and clear the board, and it's like, oh, it was counterspell, and I just used my swipe, and then now it's gone.
Yep.
Yeah, so many secrets. You can interpret it literally. Yeah, the literal interpretations do not sound very good. It's really hard to translate into actual real English. I could just say the direct translations and it would sound like really, really broken Japanese English. Usual. Right now they're talking about the new Max Rams cards. I know earlier they were talking about Undertaker. What do you think about Undertaker as a card?
Undertaker, I think it's kind of situational because getting it, you have to get it early on sometimes.
Yeah,
Throw all those death rolls out. Yeah, I mean if you get it with I don't know, you get it with Undertaker and it stays the first turn, then you can throw out 2 zombie chows and it's like a 3-4. Say like a 3-4 and then 2-2-3s. It's like, you don't win. You don't win here.
Yeah, it has I think it has the most snowball potential out of any one drop in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why it I guess the trade-off, because like if you compare it to cards like Mana Worm, which is the mage is 1-drop, it only gains attack, right? But it starts off as a 1/3. The 1/3 really isn't that threatening, and like the moment you play something and buff it up, you've instantly like gotten the same amount of value as you would if it was just the 1/3.
It has the potential to be like a 1-mana 2/3, which is really good because it has some sticking power with the 3 health.
Yeah, and like I've seen this card just go crazy. Like I've seen like a 1-drop just become a 10/15 or something ridiculous, right? And like for a 1-drop, like if you don't deal with it early, like it's kind of got a built-in taunt just because it's snowball potential.
Yeah.
I like how it's +1/+1, but I don't see why they didn't just make it like a 1/3 with just +1 attack. Like that would fit more, I think, with like if I were to compare it to Mana Wraith or Mana Worm, I would think it's way more overpowered than Mana Worm.
Yeah.
It's because it gains health too, and like it's just so strong. Okay.
Yeah, but then you also have to have all those I don't know. Think about Mana Worm. Why, like, if Mana Worm gained health and you had coin, it's just it's over.
You're done, right? It's
Yeah.
so strong. I guess cards with death rattles are a little more rare than cards with or than just spells in general. So take a. So they're talking about something, and he said he doesn't use it. He said it's good, but he doesn't use it.
I'm probably talking about the new Paladin Secret. I don't know.
More than likely, yeah.
The new Paladin Secret, it's like if one of your friendly minions dies, it just gives a 3/2 buff to another one randomly.
Oh god, really? Yeah, that doesn't seem that good at all.
One of the things that like also what would make that secret a lot better is if you could activate it on your turn by like destroying one of your minions, but secrets don't activate on your own turn, like your own secrets. So you can't just sack one of your guys and have the have one of your other characters have a buff, like throw out an ooze or something.
It's too bad. Okay, we've got a lot of talk in the chat here. Too many questions. Yes, this is on the latest patch. We're completely up to date. I don't think the newest wing has been released yet.
Yeah, it is. It was released yesterday.
Oh, so just yesterday. Yeah, so I haven't played it yet actually, but yeah, this is the Echoing Ooze one, right?
Yeah, Echoing Ooze, Shade of Naxxramas, and then you have Kel'Thuzad. Kel'Thuzad's pretty cool, but
you think it's gonna see competitive play?
I'm not sure. I don't know how it works well in. It's like a really big creature, and then it also like it brings all your creatures back, which is really cool and could just do some really broken things, but I don't know if it's really gonna stick well.
What are its stats again?
Let me check.
I'm just thinking like because generally you want to play everything on curve, right?
Mhm.
So if it's not really like if you can't drop it until like turn 7 or turn 8, like how many creatures are you gonna have on board at that point, right?
It's an 8-mana 6/8.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, especially in like decks like Warrior Control, you wouldn't have this in because you don't really ever have that many creatures out.
Yeah, same thing with Mage. Like you'd never have that many creatures, especially the ones that you'd want to keep alive, right? And like, I'm not sure. I'm guessing it doesn't keep stats. Like once they die, they respawn at like base stats, right? Have you actually had
don't
any
know.
interaction with it?
No, I haven't. I have the card. I haven't played with it yet.
True.
Let's
listen to what these two are talking about.
ターンを稼ぐヒーローじゃないですか。
僕もそう思ってましたけど、IEM で眠気さんにアグロプリストに負けましたからね。
アグロプリスト使ってた。
Some good Japanese.
He's talking about how he plays aggro priest. He's tested it, and I guess
9ターン目に僕ドロイド使ってて、どうしてもベノムプラス2マナ5点で10点削られることをすごいケアしまくって。
Do they show their ranking in like the Hearthstone ladder?
No, I don't think they do. Unfortunately.
That'd be cool.
いや、ワイドグロースもイナミも引かなかったらドロイドってゴミデッキっていうこと知ってるでしょ。
プリーストの一番のカウンターですかね、ドロイドは一応。
結構やりたいって人多いですね。初めての人、なんかみんな常連さんになってるじゃないですか。
I don't even want to try translating
初めて
that.
の人いきま
It's
す
so
初めての
difficult.
人
これ僕もねこれデッキ弱いんで
でも今回
For those of you Japanese enthusiasts out there, this is a great way. Playing like any video game with a lot of like Japanese English is a great way to learn the language because you just kind of get used to it,
ちょうど
like
最初に話
the way they change the words.
Hmm.
Redemption deck. Oh man. Some of the combos you can pull off with Shaman are just ridiculous,
プ
but
リーストを
we were talking about that earlier.
何のヒロアイですか
Sludge Belcher and keeping it alive for KT is the best. And yes, they are. Complete reset to
一回
normal.
は多分ウォリアー
Okay, so there you have it. So they completely reset to, I guess, their initial like state. So
キ君ウォリアーですよね
if you run like a lot of big creatures with a lot of trading power,
あまり
彼多分
then like
ちょっと待ってヨッティさんなんか
Oh, you know what would be really cool is if you gave it
本
stealth.
気ですよとか言って7なんですけどあいつ
Yeah.
That's 6/8. Like Rogue has that
お
card.
前の中の本気ということを
The 4/4.
一人でググれと言って
4/4, yeah. That's like give a minion. Oh, you can't play it in the same turn though, eh?
There's yeah.
Too bad, because 8 and 4 just
はい
well,
Just don't match.
they just don't line up, dude. Well, you can always what's it called?
You can always steal
Alarm
an
about it
innervate.
out.
Oh yeah.
I think the
Alarmabot.
Alarmabot's got a lot of potential. So you run Alarmabot and KT.
そんな感じで
You're a rogue. You should be able to steal innervate from a druid. Just like walk up to him and just steal it from his pocket.
大丈夫大丈夫押していい大丈
わかりました
Oh my gosh. Okay. Miracle. Mid. Oh, okay. He has mid range.
夫心理
So
戦
there's a
いろいろ
perfect
Mid-range.
example of
ここに来て
how
最後に
Japanese
選ぶ
haven't
のは
quite
ミラクル
grasped the
ログみたい
concept
な
of the difference between R and L.
あ
I did lots of teaching in my time, and I know that there are a lot of words that they know how to say, but when it comes down to writing them down, they're not actually sure if it's an R or an L.
ちゃんと多分普通に
Oh god, this hand, okay.
みたいな
I would definitely scrap both the shivs, but the deadly poison and gadget I would keep for sure.
Yeah, those are pretty good. And it usually like the entire time in Miracle Rogue you're looking for. Oh, he's going up against Yoti again.
Oh, it is Yotsu.
Anyways, yeah, you're always looking for the gadget stand, so sometimes you just want to keep it, but oh, see that's the problem. Getting like a second gadget stand.
Such a slow hand. He's got
Yeah.
deadly poison for early removal, but that armor smith is gonna. We're probably
He
gonna
has
see. an
prep
armor smith.
too.
本当に本当に
Alright.
結構あの
He has coin, prep, and gadget stand.
So
That's
dealing with this is gonna be a little annoying.
mhm.
おあでもいいんだよ
No, but he has the eviscerate. Jeez, he's pulling some really good cards to deal with these.
Okay. Looks like he's
Against
微妙に悩みますね次のターン
interesting. I would have hit it
これ
once,
でアー
honestly,
マースミス
because he has no. Although that does
ア
kind
ーマ
of
ース
tell.
ミス持
Oh
って
my
できたら
gosh,
僕はもうサレンダー
really strong.
No,
armor from your side.
usually when you have deadly poison, you want to keep it so you can
もうちょっと無理です
get like the maximum stacks on without having to do that. But I mean, I guess you could just weapon up against this turn. But you have the eviscerate, so you can like do deadly poison and eviscerate to get rid of that. Because
Yeah.
your goal as control warrior versus miracle rogue is usually just to get enough armor so that they can't they run out of damage.
Right. There's only a set amount of damage in the deck.
いやわかんない僕はあの
So 5 armor already. This eviscerate's gonna be 6, assuming that is the play that he.
まさかそっからミラクルに変わったみたいな
And you probably want to get rid of the armor smith, but don't so that he doesn't get too much value out of it. Control warrior really wants to get a lot of value out of their cards. And plus, if he plays like an unstable ghoul or something,
硬い
yeah, so he's just gonna eviscerate that armor smith.
最も硬いプランですよ
Okay. Warrior's still sitting nice on 6 armor and an open
ただ
board.
スペルを2枚使ったっていうのがすごい心に
So
かかるところ
for next turn, I'm thinking
ほらもうこれダメなんですよ
Azure Drake? Coin out the Azure.
さすがに
It's
僕も
usually like the play
使ってる
because
人ってすごくない
you
です
you
か
want to always play like minions before you play your gadgets in.
あやる気
Yeah.
やる気
Oh, but he got no
そ
mission enter.
のカードはめっ
That's
ちゃ
really
や
good.
りますよ
Okay.
勝ちました
I've never seen a Miracle Rogue with no mission
あ
mentor
ーこれ
before.
はもう気が早すぎる
Yeah, sometimes they've put in a little more card draw, like
大事な大事な
engineers or gnomish inventors and novice inventor.
これでも
Novice?
ちょっと難しい
Yeah, the novice one.
So right now this is Paplico, and Paplico is the tournament organizer. So I think for the first 40 minutes we have Paplico playing against people in the tournament, and our guest star kind of coaches him through the games.
あーもう具合悪いこれ
Right now Yoti was our guest star from last week,
あ
interestingly
いや
enough.
これは来たでしょこれは
So
来たでしょ
that's kind of what's going on. Ooh, okay. So he's got a lot of cool plays here. Okay, and he just
Yeah.
just slams the gadgets in.
本当に
Yeah, just put that down.
He's not even thinking about it.
Oh man, Sludge Belcher. Sludge Belcher is such a good card. Like the fact that it drops like a 1-2 as well, so it's not just like a 1 health minion afterwards that you can just get rid of really easily. It just has a little bit more stick.
Yeah, but imagine like the Azure Drake, and then you hit the Sludge Belcher with the Gnomish and your face, of course, and then you just combo out or you prep the Shiv. Or you could even like combo SI Agent somehow to kill this one too.
Yeah, you probably do the Blade Flurry. Or, oh, he got Phantom Knives though.
This miracle.
This is definitely one of the biggest miracles.
Solid turn. Shield Slam's gonna destroy that Gadget Zen because he never drew Conceal.
Luckily enough, he has a second one.
Yeah. I would assume this is Shield Slam. Yep.
Yeah.
And probably Taskmaster the 2-1? No. Okay, just drops it on the Sludge Belcher.
People have been opting to take out Taskmaster now because there's like you have so much of the like enraging things you can do like with Death Spite, and then you have sometimes you use Whirlwind, sometimes you don't.
I was wondering what cards Death Spite would like take out, and I guess Taskmaster just kind of like does kind of the same thing as Death Spite. Death Spite is a really strong card. I love it. Okay,
so he did use both of his preparations, so he can't really
go crazy.
Combo as much of up. Yeah.
So
he's probably looking to like use up his Shiv and whatnot to cycle some more cards. Yeah, this is probably an SI Shiv.
He's asking if he's like if he's okay with this play.
He needs some moral support.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good turn.
Look at the SI agents just chilling next to each other. They're so cool.
Now he has some like board presence, plus he cleared off his minions. He's had a lot of good answers. The problem with like against Control War is just that sometimes their minions just stay too long. Like their Sludge Belchers.
Yeah. We're getting into the deadly turn 8. We're gonna see some
especially
rags.
Karen.
Yeah, there's Karen. Oh my god. You sab it back? Yeah, Gadget Sans sab. If he runs one sap, he might want to consider not sapping this. There might be some more important targets. Then again, like you can't really sap Rag or Gromash, right? Because they're just gonna come out and do the same thing.
Yeah. They essentially get like the same amount of value from being in your hand anyways, but I mean it depends on like if he needs to do something at a certain turn. Like maybe next turn he needs to, on like turn 8 you sap his Ragnaros, then turn 9 he has Alex Draza or something, and then you kind of mess up that play.
Right.
It's like dependent on that.
So Azure Drake Eviscerate will kill the first Karen. He needs to start getting rid of this armor. You don't have that much damage in Rogue. Like, you gotta start bopping away. Yeah. Start hitting.
He cycled through a good amount of his deck too, so he has like only 12 cards left, so he doesn't really... And he has a Shiv too, so he can draw some more cards. He doesn't really need the Gadget Stand that badly. Oh, here's Rag.
Ooh, YOLO Rag! I'm not really sure, yeah. That's probably the best target. Okay. A little late on the conceal, I think. And it's not really going to matter against Rag. But...
Yeah, especially since Rag just will hit it regardless. I feel like AoE should get rid of stealth. Just because, like, once you hit something, you kind of know where it is. Like, you throw a bunch of stuff out into the open, you're just like, oh, I heard that one.
Yeah, kind of like the... Yeah, like if you were just throw knives, like, into the air. Like, have you ever seen the, that movie, Invisible Man?
No.
It's classic.
Is that something we have to watch?
No, it's terrible. Don't watch it.
Oh.
But there's like a scene in that where the guy's just like invisible running around, and I think they use smoke to like they just kind of throw smoke in the area and you can kind of see where he is.
漂う価値
Same
It doesn't sound that bad.
このプレイングで多分
And then there's that other movie too.
多分負けまし
It
た
was really, really
こ
bad.
こでこの
It was about these scientists in a
使え
basement.
ばいいかどうかわかんないです僕には
Really, really terrible movie. But
That's some good description.
yeah, scientists in a basement. And they discover how to like make apes go invisible. But then the guy injects himself with the poison because he loses government funding, and then
だからもうリロイ僕が
goes crazy because of it.
That sounds terrible.
Terrible movie, just horrible. Hopefully the chat can help me out with the name. Oh, see, that's a great sap target. Unfortunately, sap has
Yeah.
been used, and oof, there goes
よ
Lopez.
しよしよしよしよしはい
This is the backstab though, so that's not bad.
まず
Yeah, so backstab to.
いきます
I'm thinking Azure Drake Eviscerate's pretty nice here.
まず
Oh yeah, that works.
Oh
too.
yeah,
That
Blood
was-
Mage also works.
はい
はいはい切った
はいおい
Also saves a lot of his mana to conserve it. Yeah, Assassin's
だ
Blade.
けど
ここ悩む
うん
I've seen Assassin's Blade used a lot more
こ
now.
れどうしたら正解なんでしょう
Hmm.
They have a nice 5-drop, like a weapon that just sticks for a while.
5枚
Okay, so both shield slams have been used, correct?
Uh,
Or is that no? Just the one has been used
yeah, just one.
because he concealed last
相手
turn, so
の
there's no way.
相手にクロックを突きつけるかっていうのが大事なんで
So
Sapka
cool,
mo
let's
ichimai
pull an
nemutteru
Assassin's
desu yo.
Blade. Double Shadow Step. Still got the Leroy. He's sitting on about 7 or 8 cards left in his deck. So Leroy, Shadow Step, Leroy. I'm not sure if he runs Cold Blood or not.
Just be careful, he might fatigue himself. I mean, he will have a lot of damage, and it looks like the warrior's been having a bit of... Unless he has another sap, because like if he throws down another taunt, his combo could get messed up. But he has dealt with both the Sledge Belchers, so that's good.
Yeah.
でもこれだと2分の1 3分の1じゃないですか
So Warrior just has to endure a little more
多分今
pain.
のプレイングミスってます
どうするのが正解でした
Kind of
多分だけ
AoE.
ど
Hmm.
渋った時点で
Yeah, he's also used both of his shield blocks, so
アサシンブレードつけて
he's gotten rid of a lot of armor.
We haven't seen the Gore Howl yet.
かなり
Gore Howl would deal with this board really nice, but it's gonna get dangerously low.
そうですね
Yeah, especially if he pulls Leroy, because he only has 4 cards left.
でも
And in those 4
今のラウンドに
cards.
対してちょっとハリソ
Yeah.
ンさせて
And as Yoti, you have to assume that Poplico has Leroy by this point and double Shadow Step, so that's 18 damage. Just like he's got to throw up a taunt.
まあこれで
See, I might have developed the Assassin's Blade last turn, because that's 5 mana. Then, like, you have a free way to throw out, Deadly Poison.
手札見えてんのがブラッドホークなんで
I guess the Fam Knives also gets you some more cards, because you really want to get that Leroy this turn.
Oh, look at that. He does run Taskmaster.
まあここで
Oh, that's cool. I haven't seen that in a while.
Ooh,
Oh, and Sap.
and double Sap. Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna get rid of that Sunwalker.
That's gonna sap the Sunwalker for sure.
ちょっと待ってくださいちょっと
Okay.
探してしま
If he draws Leroy here, does he have lethal?
うまず
Ooh, and he does draw Leroy. Okay, let's do some math.
これは
So we've got Sap,
ちょっと待ってくださいよ
7,
4
6, 12, 18. Yeah.
4 6
Yep.
GG.
18 4 5 6 7 8
He's counting. Yeah, yeah, double check these things.
おお
おお
おい
気づい
They got really scared. Nice. He has
Oh, there's
just
the
enough
Edwin.
mana to do it too.
結局なんだかんだで
So we've seen this a million times. By this point, you would just surrender as Yoti.
Yeah.
Brings him down to 17, so just like one. Oh yeah.
それがどうしたみたいな感じ
He's fatiguing himself at the same time. Just the like added little BM.
まあでここでちょっとあれなんですけど解説的なものなんですけど
Mm.
さっきまでミラクルばっか
I love how Leroy has like a meat
急に
cleaver
選
in
ぶ
his
気が
hand.
したの
今の
He
こ
looks
の
really
ワ
weird.
ンって前の
And the only way he loses is if he accidentally misclicks one of the whelps.
はいはい
Sometimes it happens. I've seen it happen in those like highlight videos
Yeah.
with the like the glitch clicking.
僕使えないけど
Some really weird things can happen with this game.
僕は使えないんですけどミラクルは最強です
They've definitely patched a lot of the glitches out, but for a while. And even still, like I've had some weird things happen that I'm just not sure are like glitches or just me like actually like stuttering with my mouse.
One time I accidentally hit a Raging Worgen with like a 1 attack creature.
It's just like, oh god,
I was like,
what was I thinking?
that was an accident.
何がえなんか
Okay, so solid.
チームメイトだから絶対出たいですみたいな
It's really good that like
それはもうぜひじゃあ
あじゃあ
I don't know
あ
what
やりましょう
Yoti could have done differently.
It just seemed like every play that Yoti had, Peplico had an answer to. Like he just got rid of his Sledge Belcher so easily, and those Sledge Belchers are really what defends you against a lot of damage.
Yeah, I think he played them too early. Like, it seems like he did run enough taunts. Like he had 2 Sunwalkers and 2 Sledge Belchers.
I think he was a little too liberal with his armor smiths. Like you don't want to throw those out that early, especially on turn 2. You're better off just armoring up, really.
Yeah. There's no creatures for them to get value off of. All they're gonna do is just kind of sit there and be like play bait.
Yeah, especially when you're going into like, because once they get rid of those armor smiths your best way to gain a lot of armor sometimes. So, especially when you go into turn 3 where they can have like a one mana spell and then just eviscerate or backstab eviscerate sort of thing.
Right. Okay, looks like he's going with the Sea Druid. So mid-range, Custom Hunter, Anti-H. What do you think that is?
There's also anti-M. Maybe he has like an aunt named H.
Maybe Anti-Hunter and Anti-Mage or something? Because Hunter is really popular.
Yeah.
And I guess, yeah, with all the healing that Paladins can do, maybe that's what that deck is.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, Custom Shaman. Anti-M.
Paladin's like a funny way of it's like a funny warrior because it's like you just heal up so much as opposed to armor. Warrior is fun just because you have like bonus health.
Yeah.
You see a lot of matchups where sometimes the warrior will win with like 30 health and then 22 armor.
That is correct, Wastika. We cannot mute the Japanese without muting the in-game sound. So we're going to have to dub over the Japanese commentators for the time being. Okay, it looks like Face Hunter.
Yeah, that's definitely Face Hunter. Usually Leper Gnome. I haven't seen Leper Gnome used ever as a it's just as a control thing, but
yeah. It's really
so I've seen it sometimes in a zoo, but I still don't think it's that good.
It's really hard to get value out of it against Mage, but
we
have a different opponent this time, Tansoku. We have no idea what kind. Whoa, he decides to go with the Mana Worm instead of pointing out the ping, which is okay, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good because he wouldn't really have a way of dealing with that unless he has another boar. He wants to get rid of it immediately, and especially since it's Face Hunter, you usually want to go for the face. Then he's gonna power him up, especially since he has the coin.
Is he gonna try and erase him down? No. Okay.
No. He's probably just gonna put down some like beefy creatures just to keep board presence versus the face warrior, face hunter.
Face Hunter.
Hunter.
And he gets Huffer. Every Face Hunter always gets Huffer.
They're the luckiest people. I play face hunter. I get Misha.
But you're never really disappointed with Misha. Misha's always
Yeah.
value.
Misha's always pretty good.
Okay, so
Oh, it's a
King's
secret
Horn
deck.
Mage. Interesting. Could be so many secrets. Oh man, the Arcane Golem. Double Arcane Golem. He's sitting on a lot of damage in hand. Assuming if that's Mirror Entity, what does he
Mirror
want to give
Entity.
him? Does he really want to give him a Golem? I would. If you're gonna Timberwolf, why not Timberwolf now?
Yeah. Timberwolf doesn't get any value, but it protects you from a lot of things.
Yeah. Timberwolf is gonna be. And let's see. Oh, okay, it's not. And it's
He's pulling.
Macross.
Oh, that's.
What?
Okay.
Oh, okay. It
Oh, it just took a while. Yeah.
delayed. Yeah, okay. So there's like 10 damage sitting on the mage's side. If he has like a Frostbolt, this is not going to be good for Publico.
Yeah. He gets a free Arcane Golem with a. Just a free Arcane Golem without having the battle cry. So that
Yeah.
kind of sucks.
The issue with loading the board right now is there's always the Unleash combo, so he probably doesn't want to play too many more minions. Ooh. And just like that. Kind of scary.
I guess he knows he doesn't have Unleash. I like banking on the fact that he doesn't have Unleash. Yeah, this isn't a good position for the face for. Man, Publico is playing all the decks that everyone's not a fan of. Miracle, then Face Warrior or Face Hunter.
you're wondering what they were talking about earlier, is just kind of like they're just asking like, "What do you mean by that?" That's about all I heard. Unfortunately, I didn't actually catch the whole conversation. He's just gonna go to the face, isn't he? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You're not face hunter. If he gets like Leroy or something, then he just wins, right?
Yeah. If he gets Unleash the Hounds.
Oh
Too,
yeah.
if you want.
Unleash will do it. There's 4, and another 4 is 8, plus 3. He might lose right here. He loses to Firebolt Frostbolt. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, Explosive Trap.
It's okay.
That's actually not that bad for him. If he Explosive Traps, then Hunter marks the
Yeah,
Kirtor.
I was thinking that too. And then... oh, it might be Counterspell, though.
Oh.
You know, that would
You
be
should
pretty... Hunter's Mark
Yeah.
first, right?
Yeah. I guess he's... Oh, that's actually not bad if he checks with the Arcane Golem.
Yeah. Does he have enough mana to do everything? Yeah, of course. Okay. He's
Yeah.
fine. So he's checking. He's checking damage. Making sure he doesn't have lethal.
Oh man, if he had enough mana to have one more,
Oh, he didn't play against Counterspell. Oh, but he gets lucky.
yeah.
That would have been devastating if it was Counterspell. Okay,
If he had enough mana to get his hero power down, he would have been able to like trade it easily and have lethal with the Explosive Trap. That would have been cool if they ended in a tie.
Mm-hmm. Do you think it's Ice Block?
Might be. Oh, that would be unfortunate.
This will do 4 damage, which means he'll have lethal next turn
Mm-hmm.
with Eagle Horn Bow and hero ability. But is he gonna survive? Like with 7 health, like he's dead to Fireball right now. But he doesn't have it.
He's dead to a lot of things. He's dead to double Ice Lance.
Seems like a really interesting mage deck, though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously it's gonna have Fireball.
The secrets are... The new secret duplicate and whatnot is really cool. It's really, really good for Arena.
So scary. 4 health. The duplicate one? Yeah. Have you seen
Because then you get...
the like Eggy one where he goes like Leper Gnome duplicates? Oh my god, it's so fun.
Oh. That's really funny.
So much damage. But yeah, like certain cards just... I remember I lost to... What's it called? The water elemental duplicate. They're so hard to deal with in Arena. Okay.
He's spam emoting.
He needs like Arcane Shot, Unleash. Oh
I'm
man,
not sure which one you even take here. I guess you just
Companion?
keep the Unleash just in case.
he's not gonna live for like there's no way he's gonna live another turn.
Yeah.
Go for Huffer. Although he's taunted up.
He has
so.
he has the damage there. He has the Eagle Horn Bow and then the Arcane Golem.
Well, if he got Huffer, then like he would technically have lethal, unless that's like I don't know what spell it could be. If it's duplicate, then like he's good to go, right?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. He kind of put up a taunt. It seems like he's scared of getting hit, so it might not be Ice Block. But it could be.
If he unleashes
Probably
and
is.
kills,
No, he just needs to Eagle Horn Bow, hit the Loot Hoarder, then just Arcane Golem his face in the hopes that it... Or...
let's see.
Or he...
Yeah, that works too. Okay.
No, he can't hero power is the problem.
Oh, if it's... What if it's not Vaporize? He's going for it.
Oh, it was duplicate. There we go, see?
Yeah, and he
When you
wins.
taunt like that... When he taunts like that, it just seems like he's too scared to get hit.
I'm sorry. It's duplicate though. It's just not a very good card. It's so much. It gets outclassed by like every other secret, I think.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. That was good. That was really close. For all the face hunters out there, always go face and just don't worry about anything on the board or any kind of anything really. Just...
I love someone put a pirates deck on like the deck building site, and they're like, no skill required, just hit face.
It works too. Like if you get the right pirates.
Yeah.
Yeah. Might as well go play solitaire though if you're just looking to play the same way every time. It's so boring.
Or play free cell.
Yeah, you could play.
Can't forget about free cell.
Of course.
We didn't see any mad scientists. I was assuming that there might be a few more, like, might be some mad scientists in that deck.
Yeah,
Maybe.
It's so strong.
Mhm.
Especially when you're running two different kinds of secrets.
Yeah. Mage has a lot of good secrets. But the
Okay.
problem is if you go up against Hunter, Mage is pretty vulnerable.
Another warrior. Looks like he's gonna choose it. Yeah. So we've seen a lot of interesting warriors in the past. I'm really hoping it's the Tingmaster Overstark version.
Tingmaster's not bad.
Tingmaster is always hilarious.
We're
Welcome,
going up against a priest.
Phantom Frog.
I don't think. Have we seen a priest yet?
Yeah. Do you remember? Oh, were you there for that? It was a basic priest versus like control warrior with all the legendaries, and the basic priest won.
Or
It was legendary, dude.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
This was
It's been
one
like-
week before you started.
All right.
It was the week before. It was so funny. I've never seen like a basic priest do so well.
All right. So he has the Fire War X, which is really good, especially since he has the coin too, so he can take out that North Star cleric.
And now there's probably no turn 2 play. That's usually what happens when you
Yeah.
play the cleric. So now you're just kind of sitting there like, well, I pass. Yep. Armor up.
Mhm.
I don't know, whirlwind, double whirlwind seemed like an option too. Yeah.
Yeah. Just clear the board
Yeah.
of any like dust or anything just
It's a
on there.
scary board. Oof. Oh, nice.
It's a pretty. Yeah. I don't know.
You play the Accolade, it dies. You armor up again, you're just gonna lose all your armor.
I feel like you just hit in whirlwind. Just get rid of it really easily because you can get a lot more value out of the. Oh, I thought you were just gonna armor up. Oh right, never mind. I was thinking next turn was 5 mana, but yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, the Acolyte's coming out next turn, almost certainly.
Hmm. That's the best trinity of cards for warrior: the unstable ghoul, acolyte, and if he had armorsmith.
Right.
It's amazing.
To answer your question, Wastika, are the JC guys playing the one on the left? The JCG guys are playing the warrior. I don't know what you mean by the one on the left, but yeah, the host of the tournament is playing right now, and our guest is coaching him. So he's playing with the guest's deck, I believe. Okay, Despite. This
looks.
Acolyte is going to get so much value.
I don't know if you hit or you just go for whirlwind.
Here it
Yeah,
comes.
yeah, because then you have the little taunt afterwards that you can hit with both these guys. Oh man, the legendary 3-card acolyte.
Such value.
I love seeing acolyte on priest randomly, and then they'll just keep healing it and get like 80 cards, and then die to fatigue.
Do you even play anything here?
I don't know.
What's
I'm not
6
sure
mana
what you
bounce?
get. Oh, he
could
has
take
Harrison
control.
Jones.
He can Akanai. Okay, Harrison.
Mm.
That's okay.
Yeah, but that is some acolyte value,
Harrison
especially
did
as
so much
warrior.
damage. He like
Especially as warrior, trying to get as much value out of your cards as possible.
so Harrison Jones just comes out onto the field and took like 4 damage. He just wanted to grab the little bag of gold or whatever. And he's holding his sack of sand like, oh, does this weigh enough? Turns out it didn't, and just like that, he's out of here. He does not get really any value.
I got him one card, which isn't too bad. I mean, yeah, it also got the other guy. It also got Paplico a card, and it also activated the because it activated the Death Bite.
Okay, Rag has been drawn. Pyromancer, heal up. That's a pass.
I think Death Bite was such a cool addition to the warrior decks.
It's almost too strong, I think. When you compare it to like what the other decks got.
Yeah, it's like now it replaces like it opens up a slot because now you can get rid of Whirlwind if you want. Just have so much.
It's basically like an Arcanite Reaper, but with like AoE synergy.
Okay, see, this is a good play versus the Pyromancer because if he tries to, he has to use a spell to remove
I knew
it.
it. I knew it.
There it is.
Cabal, man, it's so strong. Just like that, like the tides have completely turned.
You know what people start getting rid of? Deathlord. Like when it first came out, everyone was using Deathlord, and then now no one uses Deathlord.
I think it's really
It's
good
just
in
too-
arena.
Yeah, it's just too devastating sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes you just get that rag on like turn 3.
Yeah, and it's the ultimate Cabal Shadow Priest value too. Sometimes
Oh, I
if
know.
they have no way to deal with it,
It gets
unless they're
Kodo,
baiting
too.
you into it. Yeah, Kodo.
I think there needs to be more Kodo in the meta. It's so strong. Sylvanas seems
I
strong.
really like the humility Kodo play
Oh,
with
yeah.
Palette
It's amazing.
or Aldar Peacekeeper too.
Blizzard did say the next cards should be cut back on the aggro meta, but they did more than one class. But they didn't more than one class would do it. Not sure what you mean by that. Might want to rephrase your English grammar, but if you're trying to say yes, I completely agree. They're trying to get rid of the aggro meta. They're trying to make the games last longer. With the sludge belchers and everything, but they're like, and the zombie chows too. I think the zombie chows is really great. It's just kind of like you're sacrificing like early pressure for early control.
Yeah,
That's a 1/5 acolyte.
it's pretty good too because a lot of times you don't want to get rid of Zombie Chow immediately because you want the benefit.
Yeah.
Like it's such a good card to have out there that when you have it there, you're like, oh, I don't want to just get rid of this immediately.
Whoa. Shade.
Oh
Turn
right.
9 shade. Okay, brawl seems interesting. Maybe not.
You
Yeah,
might-
hit him in the face and brawl. It's time.
Yeah, that might be a good time.
No. Okay. That's just. He's letting him draw for free now with that play. But
He's gonna get so many cards.
oh, I know. He can hit it and then heal, and that's only 2 mana, and he's gonna have basically a full hand. So
Yeah.
Rag seems pretty likely after the hit and heal.
He's trying to get. I think he's trying to get more value out of the brawl because he wants him to play more, some stronger stuff first.
Holy fire. Okay. That's like a perfect holy fire target.
Mhm.
Boom.
The Shaded Naxxramas card's pretty cool. It's like an early Gruul.
He
Except
can get rid of
nowhere
it
near
so easily. Oh yeah. This is a pretty easy brawl. Because even if his creature dies, he still gets something. Now it's. Oh, he just trades his shade out.
Oh, I guess he's playing around the brawl now
Yeah, that's good.
because it's not as much value anymore.
The Sniperino.
Yeah, you might just rag. Or I could even Sylvanas.
Is he really gonna hit that?
I'm not sure.
Drag armor? What are the other plays here? Shield block, yeah, see what he gets. That is not gonna help in this situation.
Yeah, he just has to throw it out.
Yeah. Oh, this Acolyte has just seen so much value.
Acolyte and I don't know. Acolyte and Priest is so scary. Just keep like bringing it some pain, and then look, he can even like hit the slime and then just heal it for no reason.
Yeah.
He's lost both his Northshires, but still.
I don't think he needs to draw that much more.
No.
ああ。
その返しまでも用意してある。
Oh, can't brawl. You have to have a 10 mana brawl now.
でもこれ戦ってても思うんですけど、
How much damage would a Shade of Nax have by the time you could Might and Kings it twice? Blessing of Kings is 4 mana. You play Shade on turn 2, and then you coin it out turn 3. No, Shade's a 3-drop, so you coin out Shade, and then you would double Might. Oh my god, it's so scary. You could get like a... It's 4 and 8, plus 3 and 6. 8 plus 6 is 14, plus 2, 3 turns. So 17. It would be a 17 damage by turn 6.
Mm-hmm. Alright. So he's opting to rag.
Yep. What does he do with his armor smith? Yeah, bop him in the face. So that best target's 5-8. Yeah.
Oh, and he gets the low tab.
持ってますね。パプリコさん。
Rag snipes on point.
Yeah, good rag. It's been training him well.
He's taking those archery classes early on.
Thought steal. What can he get at this point? Rag and Sylvanas have already been drawn.
Usually if it's the
Oof.
there's just so many good cards in Warrior.
Another Shade. Double Shade seems interesting. I wonder if he's just going to leave this one on the field. It's just going to get brawled if he waits too long, and he's going to get no value out of it.
Mm-hmm. I think he's probably, the priestess probably thought that he doesn't have oh, he doesn't even throw out Sylvanas.
He has a 20 damage shield slam at his disposal, so he's got 17 turns to before he has to actually brawl.
Oh, he got an armor smith. I was
Sweet.
thinking like if he gets shield slam, it's pretty useless unless he can like find a way to get some armor.
これはですね、
Yeah.
一応
Can you imagine?
やれば
That'd be awesome.
ウォリコン側もなんとかなる可能性
I know I've seen Trump thought steal like Leroy Shadow Step for like 12 damage.
That's fine.
Ultimate thought steals.
This is a really good turn for him.
Look at all the armor.
That priest armor.
And he draws so much. Okay. 45 health to 32.
多分これここでここなんですよ
Brawl
Yeah, this
seems-
is a definite.
Yeah.
違うんですよ
Okay, well, if you just look at the other plays. Yeah, he can afford to wait a little bit.
Meh. Probably wants to get something bigger in there. That is a lot. It's an alright amount of damage coming his way.
It's not so bad. He's going to heal him in the face, I'd assume. Yeah.
Hmm. It's funny if you just forget that you have an Alkanai out and you accidentally heal yourself.
Okay. He called his bluff. He's like, alright, fine. You win. I'm brawling.
Yeah, that was
Nice.
not the best turn. Cause I mean, if you're gonna brawl, you should have just done the last turn.
Yeah.
So he unnecessarily took about, what was it, 10 damage, something like that.
Yeah. He was at 20 armor before, 8
ここで
damage.
すねここで
Mhm.
Plus he armored up, so 10 damage, yeah. Good awareness, though, by Sevilla. To kind of recognize the threat of brawl and not really play into it at all.
Hmm.
It's looking bleak for Paplico. How many more damage threats does he have? He only has 6 cards left. He's got 30 health plus 6 armor to go through. Well, 29.
Yeah. He's probably gonna go to fatigue. They're both down to I think Pleplico had 5 and then Sevilla had 3 left. 2 now, I think.
Would you have?
Yeah, there it is.
Would you have shield slammed the Sledge Belcher and then just hit it with the 3-1 and then gore howled at the end?
I think his armor's still gonna stay around for a bit, so it's not that bad. Oh, now he throws out the Death
Oh
Lords.
my god. There's only 5 cards left in Paplico's deck. How many
Yeah.
of them are creatures?
That's a really good play, just because. I mean, especially if the last one's like another cruel Taskmaster, then you can't. Then you don't get the battle cry from it.
Okay. So does that to 1. Shield slam it, or Taskmaster execute. He can shield slam the other. Oh!
Yeah.
Okay, that's actually pretty bad because just 2 spells and it clears the board.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see though. Really? He's gonna hit it?
大丈夫です。開始は20分からなんで。
あ、なんすか。
大丈夫なんですけど。
You shouldn't hit it because then he can just heal it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's gonna take out one of his like 2/2s anyways. So if he's gonna get rid of this, he probably wants to just shield slam it.
Yeah. He's thinking.
The thing is, the priest hasn't. It kind of does seem like a basic priest to some degree because it hasn't really shown any. He hasn't shown any really big cards.
Yeah. Well, there was Rag.
Mm-hmm.
She dealt with. No, it was Paplico.
It was.
Rag.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah, so he still should, in theory, be sitting on it, assuming he runs Rag, of course.
He should be sitting on some pretty big cards. Priest late game is a pretty scary thing.
Yeah.
Priest late game with 30 health and 6 armor.
6 armor too. Like what? How did this happen? Almost has more armor than the warrior.
Mm-hmm.
And they can heal on top of that too. Okay, Sylvanas.
Yeah.
I would just clear the board. Like, why not? Okay. A little greedy, but.
This is pretty good. I was thinking like you might want to just steal his. You might want to steal his Sylvanas, but since he didn't actually clear the other guy with the 3/2.
Oh, see, now he can't even shield slam it without trading out his 2/2.
Yeah.
He could shield slam the Sylvanas, and that would give him the 2/2. He could kill it, shield slam the Sylvanas, and then drop your Sylvanas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, Sunjin's okay. I guess he's waiting for something that can actually, like, win the game for him. Wow, Priest is out of cards.
He still has a good amount of cards. He has 3 left. So hopefully he has some more damage in there. Probably has some break
execute.
Yeah. We haven't seen Ysera or Alexstrasza or anything yet. I'm not sure what else he runs in his deck. Usually they run some pretty big legendaries.
Would you run 2 Death Bites in Warrior, or just 1? Because we've
Yeah,
only
you
seen
usually
one.
run 2.
Yeah, we've seen 1 Death Spite and we've seen 1 Execute.
So it's probably a Death Bite and Execute and either Alexstrasza or Ysera. Alexstrasza seems pretty essential to like a warrior deck. Just like that, if they're at 30 health, especially like a priest or something, that 15 health burst. And you get a giant dragon out, so.
Oh man, this game. Classic Priest Warrior, just such a long game.
Mm-hmm.
But we're coming to the end here. It's gonna go to fatigue for sure.
Oh, he made a mistake. He has a sec. He got his second armor smith. He could have got an extra piece of armor though. He's getting a lot of value out
So
of
he got
this.
2 armor smiths. Okay, let's see what it is.
Oh yeah, Gromish.
Yeah, we forgot about Gromash.
So I guess he might not have the dragons in there unless he only runs 1 execute. And I think he. Oh, I don't remember.
If he kills it right now, if there's another creature in there, yeah, he could just run 1 execute.
It might be like the problem is if it's something like Alexstrasza, yeah, he might be afraid to get that out because he really needs the battle cry from it.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like the Sylvanas is a little bit late. He could have played it a bit earlier, but
Yeah, he's not gonna get much. It's probably death. Oh, mind control.
okay, that's unfortunate. Uses like Sylvanas' death rattle, but
Okay, another Sludge Belcher,
all right.
which would
So let's see.
leave. Yeah, we'll see what the final card
Either
is.
Deathspite or Alexstrasza. I guess he might not run Alexstrasza is the problem here.
He still
I mean,
has to do 36 damage.
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh, it was an armor smith.
It was that armor smith that Sevilla kept thought stealing, just chilling at the bottom of the deck.
Yeah.
Imagine if that's how thought steal worked. It just steals the bottom from the bottom of your deck.
So then you always know what's at the bottom. It's like, oh, dang, there's Gadget-san.
Yeah. If they thought steal and play gadgets, and you're like, oh god, I lose this game. Wow, he thought stole Gromash. No way.
Oh, okay. Well, it was like it was pretty much the last
Oh
little bit of this.
my god.
That's unfortunate.
The Sylvanas shenanigans.
That is
He's
not
healing,
something
though.
you want to be looking at.
And now he's taking fatigue damage. Commit Sudoku. Oh yeah, he'll be fine. I've actually never seen that. Double Gromash on the side of Priest. That is really cool. Someone
Yeah.
take a screenshot. He's saying it's really impossible for him right now. Oh, triple Gromash! What is this? Gromash Thursdays.
All right, that's what.
Are you serious?
It's definitely
Oh, and then
Tacky
he heals
Thursday.
him for the maximum BM.
And he even gets a golden one too. It's all pretty.
Oh my god. He's saying it's pretty strong. 30 damage plus Holy Fire.
Oh man, he should have holy fired his last Gromish.
Yeah.
He needs a lesson in BM.
Yeah. 8 out of 10. I like the heal on the last turn. That is
Yeah.
ridiculous. I've never seen a match go to fatigue be so interesting in the last parts.
Yeah.
That's cool though. Triple Gromash. I think that's the only time that has ever happened in the history of Hearthstone. Like, especially on a priest end too. I can see like Gromash to like faceless or something ridiculous, but
Mhm.
so he got the first one through Sylvanas, and the oh no, he got one through Sylvanas and 2 through Thoughtsteal.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he got two Armor Smiths and he got 2 Gromash.
Yeah.
Gromai? Is that the plural for Gromash?
Gromai.
Really strong game though. That's cool.
This is, it's always so funny, like seeing what happens in fatigue. Usually, warrior ditto fatigues are pretty funny because it's just like you see the guy there like sitting for a while, even though it's like this. You do the same turn over and over again. You just armor up and then end your turn, but you're just like trying to calculate if you win or not.
Yeah, when really it's like if you don't have a play, just do what you can do and end it.
Yeah.
The Thoughtsteal though, such a cool card.
Yeah, it's like people don't put bad cards. The way you combat Thoughtsteal is you put bad cards in your deck on purpose.
But
But
like
feel-
really, or cards that benefit both people, like Cold Light.
Yeah.
I like that though. That's what I would do. Okay, they're just taking a. Here, I'll read this. Okay, now I can't read it. They really need a lesson in streaming etiquette, though. The fact that it just goes
It's not turning
offline,
it off. Yeah.
It's really unfortunate. So if I exit, I'm not really sure what we're gonna see here. Just see my monitor. Yeah, so we'll just wait for it to come back online. Sorry that you guys have to stare at this offline screen, but you can rest assured that we are still online.
Mhm.
We could go to different. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I've got a couple of layouts here, but nothing too interesting. Nothing prepared. Gosh.
So
So, yeah.
standard layouts. Those Microsoft Paint layouts.
Yeah. Could always. Yeah, so we're just gonna wait. They do this every time for some reason, and I really want to like have a word with them about it, but. Yeah, so basically in 2 minutes the stream's gonna come back online again, but I think they take this time to kind of change all their setups, because they are streaming this from a studio, and they probably need to bring in like different laptops and log into accounts.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think that's the reason, is because they have to log into the what's it called? The guest's account, and they don't want to show all that information
Yeah.
when really they could just switch scenes, but I'll have a word with them.
Maybe they're like changing suits, taking a quick shower.
Yeah, it's Japan. They take a quick bath.
All right.
We're not big on showers here. Wow, they don't even have like an offline image. Let's see what
Yeah,
images I can add here.
it's just gray.
Let me just add an image. Just see what I have on my computer. Not much. I have this very majestic picture of a. Look at that.
Not bad.
Yeah. I don't know where that is. Ireland, maybe.
Just take some scenery in on your Hearthstone Thursday.
We'll be right back. Hopefully, really soon. They do this every time. They just go
It's not even.
offline.
It's like at least have the water moving. Like have it an animated GIF.
You want me to? I could go into Photoshop. I can go into the lab and just do some lame effects. Actually, I couldn't really. I guess I could do that in Photoshop, but it'd be really awkward and like choppy. I'd have to go into like After Effects or something. Make some cool stuff. Yeah, I really have no pictures on this laptop. So let's talk to the stream a little bit. If you guys have any questions for myself or Jethro Tex, you can type them in chat or hit us up on Twitter. Myself, I am currently living in Tokyo, but I'll actually be going back to Canada in a couple weeks, which I'm pretty excited about.
Yay.
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 Hopefully they miss me over there. But yeah, right now I am originally from Toronto, Canada. Living in Tokyo. So if you have like any questions on like, you know, what it's like here, I'd say the best parts about Tokyo, the food is amazing. If you like the language is really cool, of course. And the entertainment district here is like unlike anything else. Like whatever it is that you like to do, if you like to game or you like to drink or, you know, watch sports or whatever, you can do it to excess here. That's usually what I tell people. In Tokyo, anyway. Not so much in the other one.
Mm.
Yes, the first game of the tournament is about to start. Those were just... So yeah, for the first hour or so, we have our guest come in and kind of coach the person who runs the tournament and just kind of shows him the ropes of all the decks that he'll be using in the tournament. And they just kind of talk and introduce. And then eventually, I'm thinking at about 4 minutes, because usually it's at 15, so 3 minutes. In 3 minutes, we're going to see the first tournament game, and it will be, I believe his name was Baruso. Do you remember?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Baruso.
Baruso, yeah. So it'll be Baruso playing out his bracket in the open class. This is day number 7. Oh, he's living in Shizuoka. Yeah, I've been there a couple times. Nice place. Really like the different districts here. I'm actually pretty close to Shinjuku, which is kind of comparable to like, it's like one of the major cities in Japan. Lots of business.
I'm pretty close to Toronto.
Yeah. And then Jethro Tex. Yeah, you should talk about yourself and what you do.
I'm in Canada.
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 I'm in Canada.
You
What's it
mean
like
not
in Canada? Is it nice?
It's good. It's all right.
How's the weather?
Let me see. Let me open my... It's like, it looks like it's gonna rain.
How unfortunate. It's early for you, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like 8 a.m.
It's kind of crazy. It's like 9 p.m. over here. 9:15.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll switch to the... I'll throw that image on. Just so people don't think that the stream's offline when they tune in.
Mm-hmm.
There. Look at that.
Not bad. Not bad.
So beautiful. That's where I want to go. I'd actually really like to travel to Iceland. I think that'd be awesome.
Wouldn't you just like slide everywhere because it's icy?
Yeah. Despite what you may think, Iceland not that icy. It is in certain places, but it's
Greenland not that green.
Greenland not that green. Whoever named these places was not thinking, yeah, we've got some we're back. See, they could just leave it on this screen.
Yeah.
Day. So delay. Well, something. So they're in the middle of a delay. Shibaraku omachi kudasai. So like, please wait a minute.
Mm.
That's what it says at the bottom there. Gisto something start. So guest something start. That's my professional translation. I have no idea what that. My understanding of kanji is not so great. Gesto shite getto open class no something something ga something wattara something saido ni nadare something ne.
Not
How's
bad.
that?
That was good. I like the added somethings. It really put some flavor in there. It's like salt.
I can usually understand like some of the. Oh, nice. Okay, so we can switch back to the stream. Don't worry, we didn't miss anything. Yeah, we were just looking. We were just taking in some scenery, and we're getting right into our first game of the tournament. See what kind of deck he decides to run. He's probably feeling a little discouraged about his custom warrior deck.
Mm-hmm.
No Alexstrasza. Had a really hard time dealing with the priest. He kind of played like he played really heavy on the control, but then like the priest just outdid it. Like the mind control, I think, was the final nail in the coffin. Let's get rid of this little. Yeah.
Is this tournament? Because Plaglico's still playing.
Yeah, I guess he's just playing on his account.
Hmm.
It should be. We should check the brackets out. Do you want to do that for me? Check out the bracket and see who
Let me find the.
our guest Baruso is playing. Let's see if he's playing Tansoku first, then this should be the first game of the tournament.
Let me see.
Meanwhile, I'll commentate on the plays. I think he's considering coining out Wild Growth. However, with no turn 3 play, I think he just pass here.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of hold on to the coin. I think he's... Well, I mean, he could innervate, but I think you want to save the innervate for the Ancient of Lore.
Oh, do you have the link? Couldn't find the link.
Oh, sure. I will post it in chat. So it's somewhere in that website.
Yeah, you can either like, oh man, coin innervate Ancient of Lore.
Double innervate right now. Oh my. He has two Ancient of Lores. What is his hand? He double innervates the Ancient.
Yeah, it's a pretty scary play.
And then he's got turn 4 Yeti.
Yeah, so this is part of the tournament. Looks like Paplico is playing.
But the mad scientist on Tensoku. Oh, so this is it. Oh, so we're just watching Paplico play today. And our guest is just... Okay. Yeah, perfect then.
Oh man, he even has like a turn 4 Yeti.
Yeah, turn 4 Yeti and like keeper
Or turn
optional.
4. Yeah. Turn 4 keeper just to get rid of the mad scientist.
So
Problem
scary.
would be you might even want to silence it just so you didn't get freezing trapped or anything.
I feel like that's like the strongest opening you can have. Getting the Ancient of Lore out that early.
Yeah.
He managed to deal with it though. That's good.
So I think here you probably want to take out Leok, then deal the damage to the thing. Oh,
If
he's gonna
it's
Hunter's
snipe,
Market.
I think he's checking for snipe.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty unlikely. Usually, hunters like I would assume misdirection or explosive, but explosive against druid. Obviously not the strongest, but the mad scientist does have that random factor, so he doesn't always get to choose what he gets to play.
Alright, so he does have the Force of Nature combo.
Yeah. Looks like he's deciding to wait.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see if he follows the rule of versing hunter and never put more than 3 minions on the field. 2 is pretty bad too because it gets multi-shotted.
Yeah.
1 gets deadly shotted. Is there any proper way to play against hunter?
I don't know.
Don't think it exists.
You know, you can like on turn 10 you can Force of Nature, keeper of the grove, and silence one of the trees just to keep it.
Is that possible? That's so funny.
Yeah, because you can just like silence it. It's like because the death rattle won't work if you silence it.
It really doesn't seem that value though.
Yeah, you get it. I know.
You might as well run the seeds thing, and then you can just replace them all with like 2/2s, and then you get 3 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think he's
Soul
playing
of the
around
Forest.
freezing trap right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he doesn't want the Yeti to get frozen, but that's pretty good because now that it didn't get frozen, he gets rid of one of his kill commands. So it's some burst slash removal out of the way.
I think he's gonna keep her. Oh no. Okay, it is freezing.
Yeah, he's going for the face just in case it's explosive trap, just to make sure.
Right.
Here he can probably just Spectral's Knight.
Yeah, Spectral seems really strong.
Can't Hunter with Market or anything.
Deadly Shot is probably the ideal play, but not every hunter runs it.
Yeah, especially Secret Hunter. I don't think Secret Hunter actually has too much. Doesn't have Deadly Shot in it, or typically I don't see Deadly Shot in Secret Hunter.
Yeah, that's a really strong card, the 4/6.
Yeah.
Ooh. And this is where you need Poison Seeds.
Poison Seas and Moonfall.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he does have the swipe though.
I would silence the high main. That seems like a no-brainer.
Oh man,
He's kill Leok and then silence it. Then that's an okay play, right?
Yeah. He's just one man off doing like everything he wants.
There's no better silence targets in the deck. Yeah. You're not gonna get value out of Keeper other than like the two. Yep. I like that. There you go. Ooh. He played 3 minions though. This is a Unleash. I don't know if I would have played the Golem there.
Yeah, the Golem doesn't really get too much.
It doesn't do anything other than give him another card. Wait,
I guess he has more
silence
board
something,
presence.
is it still a beast after you silence it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You silence its type.
Yeah, well, you silence a lot of things.
You're no longer allowed to roar. You have to speak human.
You don't get to speak at all. Yeah, there's always a snake trap possibility. There are a lot of secrets, but you mostly have to think about the viable ones. Like that's more than likely freezing trap.
Yeah.
He's already proven that he runs freezing. So like, odds are, even though there's only one left in the deck, that's kind of what you have to assume. There's also explosive.
This is a pretty good swipe.
Yeah, it's a pretty good swipe. And then you just kind of.
I think
What
if
is
you
the
want
goal?
somebody to get frozen, you might want to either the Golem or the Keeper, but the Keeper you can still get like some more value out of even if it's frozen because you have its passive as well, or its ability.
Yeah, so if you do 3 damage to that, and then you swipe down Misha and hero ability out the 6/1, then you kind of keep your board. But at the same time, you might want to start trading out minions. It's
Oh, he
never
has
good.
the Force Savage next turn, so he might want to keep as many minions as possible.
And just randomly have, well, like if he gets unleashed, could be pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
He has a lot of really bulky minions though, but he's at 13 health, so that's kind of scary. He's dead to like Leroy, Arcane Shot, and like hero ability. So 6, 9, 11. No, almost there. Assuming he doesn't kill Misha. Oh, he is going to hero ability it down. So yeah, he has no taunt up right now, and 10 health.
He's going for the really big Force of Nature Savage for next turn. It's explosive trap.
It hurts.
Yeah, it's pretty painful.
Okay.
Although he does have lethal next turn, unless Hunter has lethal this turn. He only needs
Leroy.
6.
Leroy. Hero. I believe it was a very wise man once said there are 2 types of deck in Hearthstone. There are decks without Leroy, and there are decks with Leroy.
Leroy is so good.
It's just so good. Like you always have to play around it. Whenever you're just at 6 health, no matter the board control, it's like, well, if you don't have a taunt, you're dead.
Yeah.
Just like that.
And you rarely get anything out of the whelps too.
Okay.
All right, is this the anti-H?
This is the anti-H.
All right, it's working. There is an anti-M, which is like
It's got anti-mage,
anti-mage, but it's also a mage.
yeah, it's probably got like counterspell and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Not the greatest starting hand against
No.
against Hunter.
いやコインを切ってくるってことはまあハンティットクリーパーが出ます。
Yeah, even though, since he did coin out the haunted creeper, now he has a wild pyromancer. It's not really at that much of a threat, unless he wants a hunter's market.
これを
I think it deals with the
22の犬が出てきたら
spider pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
If he kills it
can't-
though, yeah, if he kills it with a spell, like if he arcane shots it, it will clear the board.
Yeah.
But if he kills it and then spells, he loses the pyromancer.
And the haunted creeper is more for the so he can't really freely put out some guys.
Yeah. Okay. Scientist and haunted creeper. It's the ultimate Nax opener. We just need web spinner turn 1.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah,
on.
usually when you like coin out a 2 minion, you probably have a 2 play. I like that mad scientist because you don't want to just. I mean, hero powering is good, but you don't want to just hero power. He goes for the face. He's hoping for the consecrate.
Yeah, consecrate's gonna be really nice.
And in order of the abilities, he would be able to take out the death rattle of the haunted creeper.
Yeah.
Alright, but he's gonna wisely trade.
Yeah. Tensoku kind of smells it out. He's like, well, turn 4 against Paladin, if there's one thing I ever learned, you play against 2 cards. Consecrate and True Silver.
Yeah.
So it's good awareness on his part. Gonna take out... Yeah. And he's gonna be sitting on that charge until the trap gets taken out. Ooh,
Yeah, this is pretty good because Publico doesn't have a turn 4 play.
nicely on hands. I love this deck. I don't know about Sludge Belcher and Sunwalker. They're kind of the same card.
Yeah, I feel like Sludge Belcher just nullifies Sunwalker, really.
But like, I know I run a version of this deck with Senjin, but that was before Sludge Belcher came out, so maybe he's kind of the same thing, but slightly higher curve. But that was
Yeah.
when Zoo was really, really popular, and like, you need Senjin on turn 4.
Yeah.
Misha!
Yeah, Misha's pretty good.
いやまあまあまあベルトあいや
Oof.
Misha's that, like,
まあここはベルト
I feel like he's the all-around card.
He's just so good. Like, a 3 mana, 4/4 with taunt?
Unless you're going for, like, lethal or you really need one of the other two, Misha's never bad to see.
Yeah, you're always happy to see Misha, I think.
3 mana, 4/4 with taunt.
Yeah. And like, yeah, it's a beast too. What more could you want?
Publico's having a hard time having things stick on his board.
Yeah, this is like Control Hunter.
Yeah.
Not very facey at all. Okay, he's got the Sunwalker next turn, which will get random shotted, but, or sorry, deadly sniped. I don't know why I called it random shot. That's an awesome name. It's Sarah! Whoa.
He's looking to consecrate this, which is kind of weird because he won't be able to kill anything, really. Or he'll kill the one spider, but... Eh.
It is a weird consecrate. Well, let's see. The other options are like, you Sunwalker, and then he just runs the 1/1 into it, and just kills the Sunwalker for free with what's on the board, and then you can just kind of play whatever you want.
Yeah, but it has 5 health, so it'll live to the Misha, and then he might have to waste a charge of his bow.
Yeah.
Or, like, even a removal spell, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not
I mean,
that
I guess he wants to get more value of the Divine Shield, but this is kind of...
This is
I mean,
like,
'cause-
assuming he has nothing in his hand.
Mhm.
Like he could buff it up with Houndmaster. Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Because, I mean, he can even just give up the charge of the bow just to get rid of that 1/1, which it might be like an okay trade, but it's not the best.
Okay. He's
This
got to
is a pretty
start
good
worrying about his
Sunwalker.
life total.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They're actually even on life total as far as this has gone.
Well, he already knows he runs Leroy, and with 10 damage on the field, well,
Yeah.
technically 13 damage on the field, that's like Leroy and kill command for the win next turn.
He does have the Harrison Jones though. So if he throws out a few more secrets and buffs those charges, he can be able to just get some more cards out.
Yeah. Misha needs to teach Ironfur Grizzly his workout plan. Seriously, like compare those two cards.
Yeah.
Extra buff on both of them. And Nova, if you read, this is mostly English, but Nihongo is okay if you want to ask some Japanese questions. Deadly shot, no. Deadly shot's pretty unlikely. I mean, if we hadn't already seen a game, I would completely agree with you, but last game we did not really see any spells like that. We didn't see any multi-shots or deadly shots or anything. It's a very creature control-based deck.
So this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, I guess the Consecrate was alright, because now he got rid of the 1/1, so he has to either choose to sack his weapon or his Houndmaster and his other creature.
Yeah. The buzzard.
He's probably gonna unleash.
The unleash value.
The single hound.
And the web
spinner.
spinner. He must have just drawn that web spinner, because you would definitely web spinner before you unleash.
Yeah.
Boom, and goodbye, Misha. He tried so
The
well.
Hunter's in a pretty good position.
Okay, True Silver, the 4/3. Oh, but you gotta kill that. You can't leave that buzzard on field. He's asking how each of these plays are. How's this? How's this? This is a restream of a Japanese tournament hosted by JCG, which is the Japan Competitive Gaming, and right now we're seeing a match between Paplico, who is the host of the tournament, and an entrant, Tansoku, is his first round in the tournament. So we've still got 3 or 4 games left for you guys, and each week, if you can check out the post on Reddit, but each week there is multiple brackets being played out, and you earn points that, all in all, by the end of it, could award you cash prizes. Oh, I feel like I should have that like pinned somewhere, so every time someone asks, like, what is this? What am I watching right now?
Yeah, so he gets rid of the buzzard, and then he's gonna Aldor Peacekeeper the 4/3. Yeah.
I'm also wondering if I should be responding in Japanese. It's asking in Japanese, but I feel like it's just. Oh man, 6/5 Savannah Hyman. Lay on hands.
Yeah, and he's already gotten rid of the Eldor Peacekeeper, so that's gonna be kind of. There's a Stampeding Kodo.
Okay, Kodo could take out pretty much nothing. Like there's no threats.
He might just want a Guardian of Kings and just Guy.
I think he's searching. What could he get? I guess he could get like top deck Humility.
Yeah, maybe like a quality Pyromancer or something.
It's not gonna have the mana for it, but yeah, he needs. Well, he can heal up this turn a little bit, but.
Oh yeah, I mean for next turn though.
If he doesn't deal with the 6, and he heals, so he'll be at 16 health with 7 damage on the field, which is 9, which means yeah, he's dead to Leroy. Beast bite thing. Having some hard times. Yeah, Leroy kill command.
Yeah, the Hunter just has too much board presence.
Okay, he's healing up. Healing up a lot actually. Go up to 22 health. That should put him out of the risk zone.
Unless he has like, he could have like Leroy then Unleash then Timberwolf or something. I don't think that is lethal, but brings him really close.
Okay, he's gonna see what beast he gets. King Crush. Come on. Oh, he's hovering over it. I gotta let you guys know right now the Japanese love their gambling, so any RNG card instantly makes its way into most of their decks. Any like relatively viable RNG card. Oh my god, that's a strong Hyman.
Yeah.
And he didn't lay on hands. He's gonna have to top deck. He needs Hunter or like he needs an Aldor, or can he kill it right now? No, not really. He's got to either Azure Drake or lay on hands and hope for. Humility.
Yeah, he really needs to heal here because he has lethal on the board, and then a little more. He might be looking to freezing trap his Guardian Kings to throw it out again or something, but I think you just lay on hands.
Yeah, you gotta lay on hands. I don't know, it doesn't look good. Like, there's so much damage on the field, plus Leroy, and 2 traps set. Like,
Yeah.
Tensoku is sitting pretty for this quick 2-0. Okay, freezing trap. Harrison. For some reason. Oh, he's gonna draw 2 cards. He gets a taunt. Alright.
Yeah, that's not bad. That'll protect him, but it's still kind of.
Yeah, he survives 1 more turn.
It's still not pretty though,
Yeah,
because he can just die to Leroy now. I guess he doesn't have it. Otherwise, it'll be the immediate, just the immediate throwdown.
Could be working on his best BM right now.
You throw down to Leroy, and then you don't even attack. You just wait.
Oh, Huffer? Wow. Okay, is that it? Not really. So he kills that, and that's 8 damage. He needs 3. He needs a kill command.
Mm-hmm. He still needs 1 more damage. He just won off lethal.
Well, he's got his ability too. So he kills us. Really?
Mm-hmm.
And he doubles to the face. And hero ability. So he didn't have 1 damage in hand. I mean, there's still the explosive shot, so. And now lay on hands is looking like an impossibility.
Yeah.
Time to start fishing.
I don't know what he can even draw to win here.
Nothing.
He's just.
He
Yeah,
needs like
it's
a
just-
quality consecrate, but like it's Lothab, right? So you can't
Yeah.
even.
There's nothing you can do about that.
Yeah.
Just throwing out the Coda to see what he hits.
Concede. He would need a quality consecrate and then like holy light himself.
And then not Lothab.
Yeah, and then like somehow Lothab would have had to not be played. All right, well GG, good job on Tosuku.
Those Lothab.
Sorry, guys.
Those Lothab plays are really like strong because just when you choose to throw down Lothab, like in that position, it just really secured the win.
Yeah. Like any chance your opponent have of making you play that turn is just like, oh, such a cool card. It messes with so many plans. Like if you're a mage, like really relying on using spells for that final kill. Like
Yeah.
say you've used both your ice blocks, but you know you've won because like you can just double fireball next turn and they can't do anything about it. And you're just sitting at 1 health, but then like they Lothab, and all of a sudden.
Yeah, or against Miracle Rogue where you throw out Lothab and it's like, oh, I can't do the combo now.
You can't just miracle your way to victory. It's like the perfect card to just kind of counter a lot of really stale metas. I shouldn't say stale metas. A lot of like strategies that were thought to just kind of be like if they drew the right cards, then you lose. Which is
Yeah.
kind of how I feel about Freeze Mage and Miracle Rogue. And then like AoE clear is not strong anymore with so many strong death rattles. Like I have to really give shoutouts to Blizzard for. I was gonna say Battle.net. Shoutouts to Blizzard for the Naxxramas patch. It's like really good.
Yeah, the death rattles are really cool.
A couple of really terrible cards, but like my ex now. I don't think anyone
Yeah.
runs Mix. I was trying to think of like how you could possibly run it. Like I was like, oh, what if I did like War Song
You get it off.
Commander?
If you get it off Web Spinner, maybe.
Yeah, then it's like, oh, okay, it's kind of cool. But like, it has 2 attack, which means if well, for one, it gets Kodoed and all that bad stuff. But like, it also falls under War Song, so you could use it as like kind of a combo with charge
Yeah.
to remove like whatever you want. But then like even then, it's just such a situational combo that I don't really know. And it gets Cabaled.
Yeah, Cabal, Shadow Priest. Whenever you get like those 2 attack high health creatures like Oasis Snapjaw or something, it's
You
just
get all
such a
fuzzy inside, right?
yeah.
This play is pretty easy. Take that. Sign me up, as a mouse would say. Okay, let's turn the Japanese stream up a little bit.
パラコンなんです
See it.
Alright.
Do a little bit of
回復しまくって
attempts at
パラコ
translating
ン
here.
で今みたいな、先人からバルチャーからサンウォーカーでパラレズとか入れたタウンとパラディンのデッキが結構強くて、で攻撃力1にする
Cards like Senjin and other like high health taunts are really strong in
状況も優秀
Paladin.
なんで、一応パラコンだと思ってるんですけど負けましたね。
あ、でも結局さっきみたいに盤面取られるときついですよね。
きついです。相当きついです。で、さっきのドルイド、チャージドルイドのあの周りで負けるってことは相当辛いですね。
あ、
ビビりました
確かにあの周りで負けましたね。
さすがに勝ったと思った
あの
んですよ。
周りで負けたのはやばいですね、よく考えたら。
まあ、どっかでプレイングミスもあったかもしれないん
Oh,
で
this
す
is hard.
けど、さすがに強い。
いや、僕正直適当にやっても勝てる
Not a translator.
けど。
いや、
The
こ
brain
れ
doesn't
ちょっと
work
あれ
like that.
逆にきつかったですね。多分一番理想系はハーベストゴーレムとかイエティを
はいはいはい。
ポンポンって出すのが一番強いんで、
いや、まあそうなんですかね。
大型ポンって出した時にデッドリーと、あれだフリージングトラップで動けなくなっちゃって、
they're just talking about ways to
一
deal
旦
with
ミ
like
ニオン出してみたいなことになって
something. I actually missed what the something was, but freezing trap and deadly are like the best ways to deal with them.
だいぶコメントに反応しますね。
コメント結構反応しました。
まあそんな形で、でも真面目にまだほら、次
Probably talking about like taunts or something.
ストレンジの対策的考えていただいても。
Well, in terms of the last
この間
game,
待ち時間
like maybe what he could have done
で
differently.
も対策は考えないです。
Yeah.
あ
Do you think it was a deck problem?
僕ずっとやってるの
It
がどうなの
could have been also. Yeah, I'm not really sure what he could change with his plays, especially with his hand. He didn't really get much out of his hand.
Yeah. The deck didn't seem particularly strong. It definitely has its matchups, but his opener was like really weak when you consider what the hunter's going to be playing early. Like pyromancers are not going to get that much value early when you don't really have any spells to trigger it. So you kind of
Yeah, I feel like one of his main problem was like he just didn't get his triggers, or he didn't get like much of his like AOE clear that Paladin strives off of.
Yeah, there was like almost no AoE. I don't know if he was running equality, because we didn't go through the entire deck, but we did not see a single equality. There's just the one consecrate that seemed like the least value consecrate I've ever
Yeah.
seen, killing like a 1/1 and damaging a 4/3.
ミラクルはフリーズメージが
We're talking about Freeze Mage. Freeze Mage and Miracle. Probably talking about Lothab right now, and just like how it counters. Like, pretty much exactly what we were talking about.
Yeah.
These guys are just
先方勝てんなら
they know what's up. We know what's up.
They're listening in our Skype call.
Yeah, they're watching us, we're watching them. That'd be really funny. Yeah, so while we have a bit of downtime before we get our next game started, like this is a bracket, so we have to wait for other games to play out before we can get our next game on stream. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about Japan, about gaming, what else do I know about? I'm a pretty good cook. What else? Yeah. Computer.
Also a fire breather.
What do you mean?
Just, yeah, breathing fire. Like a dragon.
I wish I could breathe fire. Actually, I don't. Actually, maybe I do. It'd be kind
Yeah,
of
it
cool.
could be useful. Yeah, it's just like dark in a room, just throw on the lights.
Must be Canadian. A boot. I used to get mad when people thought, or like said, like, "Oh man, you just say a boot."
Do people actually say that? I've never heard anyone say that ever.
I think we don't pronounce the like the out part of about as much as Americans do.
Alright.
And South Park made a joke once about it being a boot. So it's like it's definitely more on the scale towards a boot the way we say it. And I don't really care. Like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
What should you make for dinner? Well, what do you have access to right now? What part of the world are you in? I think I could really go for some like make some rice and
And fire.
if I have enough time, I would get bacon and chicken and wrap the bacon around the chicken and put it in the oven at about 350 for an hour, and then come back and check cut it open, see what's good, and then when you cut it open, you can kind of make a little concave and put some cheese in there, and then put it in the oven for another 10 minutes, and it's like the best chicken bacon cheese meal you'll ever have. But you gotta have an oven, and unfortunately right now I don't. We've got a nice stovetop. Protein powder and water. That's not a terrible combination, I guess.
You put the protein powder in the water, you just shake it for a bit, and then you throw it out.
You just throw it out.
You just throw it out.
Just like this isn't for me.
This is definitely not what I was.
You get the workout from shaking it, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm from Michigan. We take like that up north. We talk like that up north too. Yeah, maybe it's just like the further north you are, the less you care about pronouncing words.
Maybe.
Michigan.
Maybe.
Michigan's got some good food. We've been to Michigan a couple times, eh?
Yeah.
I like it. I really like Chipotle. Chipotle's amazing.
Man, I was about to say that too.
It's so. I wish we had Chipotle in Canada. Like we kind of have it, but it's not.
It's at Yorkdale.
It's not that good though.
It's not. It's also not as cheap.
It's not as cheap. It's not as greasy and delicious. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, the first time I had Chipotle was actually in Michigan, in Ann Arbor.
Mm.
It was so good. I went to Canada when I was 20 because your drinking age is lower. Yeah. I went to Montreal. I went to Montreal when I was 18 because their drinking age is lower. And for those of you who don't know, the legal drinking age in Canada is 19, but in Quebec, which is like one province, the French-speaking province in Canada, it's 18 for some reason. So final year of high school, everyone has to decide on like their school trip, and some people go to like Wonderland for roller coasters or whatever, but then all the people who are like into drinking go to Montreal, which is the other option. And we just go to Montreal and it's like, oh my god, we can drink legally, this is so cool. And really it's just not that cool, because once you start drinking, it's just like, yeah, sure, I guess the rush kind of wears off. But yeah, for all you 19 the Russian wears off, yeah. For all you 19 and 20-year-olds out there in America who are like in the northern part of America who really want to start drinking legally, which is not as cool as it sounds, you can come on up to Canada or come to Japan. It's 20 here.
Oh, just 20 there?
Yeah, it's 20.
Man, it's so random. Just like, oh, this is 21, but it's 20 there, but it's 19 here.
And it's 18 in Australia.
Yeah.
I think it has to do with how much trouble you can get into when you're drunk.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I think in America you can get into a lot more trouble than like anywhere else, and that's why it's a lot higher.
Yeah.
Then again, I don't really know what I'm talking about.
Me either. I'm just saying, yeah.
Just like agreeing with me like the good co-caster you are.
Yeah.
In Germany, we are allowed to drink beer with 16. Oof. That's understandable. Is it just beer though, or is it like all alcohol?
It's probably like 12 in some Asian countries too.
Oh yeah, I know. I've heard like stories of people growing up in like even Italy where they've just been like drinking wine since they were 12.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. I know in Japan 20 is like a pretty big age for just like things in general. It's like it's the coming of age. Whereas like in America we've got like 16 and 18 and all those like milestones, but I find in Japan it's just like when you're 20, that's when everything starts happening.
Yeah.
You can drink, and I know like when you turn 20, it's not like you're 20 years old. They have a special word for it.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I don't know that word, so don't ask.
Yeah,
Maybe
I don't know.
Jack can help me.
I don't know the special ones. The only one I know is bar mitzvah. We got that.
Oh yeah, what is that? 14? 12?
Yeah, it's the. I don't remember.
Oh come on! You said you knew it.
No, I said I know the word. I didn't say I. Google.
Google, save me, please. Yeah.
It's 13. Okay, I just gotta go for the read. Like, I thought it was that, but I didn't know for sure.
Beer and wine with 16 and harder things with 18. That's interesting. I can understand why there would be a difference because it's like harder to drink a lot of beer and wine than anything else.
Hmm.
And then like drinking like vodka and stuff when you're 18. Yeah, okay. When did you have your first drink?
Me,
Yeah. Or have you had your first drink?
aside from Waterloo that one time,
Oh yeah.
probably when I was like 12.
Oh my god. How was it? Did you hate it?
I don't know. It was New Year's Eve.
Oh yeah.
There was also a lot of champagne.
I remember the first time I got hammered, and I was 14.
And that was the first time I got hammered when I was 12.
Oh my god.
Off of champagne.
Off of champagne. It's pretty simple when you're really, really young. When I was
Yeah.
14, yeah, I just had like 2 shots of vodka. I told everyone I had 3, but I really only had 2. And I was done. I was also like 5'1", like 105 pounds, just so little. Oh my god.
I remember in Waterloo, I was like, David, drink this with me. He's like, okay. And then I take like the vodka bottle, and it's just like, I think it was like half of it left, and just like pour it into our cups. And he's like, why? I'm like,
Because I'm a
Bored.
closet alcoholic.
because I'm bored.
Man, we are really stalling for time here. There must be another Priest Warrior matchup going on somewhere.
Let me check
Yeah, check-
Publico's bracket.
Check the bracket, see who he's
All
playing
right,
next.
so it hasn't even updated. Not even his bracket match is updated.
Classic JCG.
Oh no, it has. Oh, he's going up against Google.
Really?
Yeah.
The Google?
It's like Google.
G U
G O O. No, it's GOOGOL. Google.
Google. And you gotta know that's troll. I
Maybe.
think
Are you
everyone
sure?
in the
Maybe a word. It's supposed to be like Googor, but he just messes up the L and R.
Google. Yeah, that's a possibility.
How much does it cost to stay in Japan for like a month?
You could get a ticket for like $800, and then after that, assuming you know people here and you don't have to pay for like housing, you just gotta pay for like food and entertainment and stuff.
Mm.
So maybe like 150. I'd set aside about $100 a week, roughly,
Mm. That's
So-
not that bad.
for a month. If you have like 1,200, be prepared to spend 1,200, I'd say. But then if you want to have like a really good time, like you can spend so much money in Tokyo.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
It's not bad
It's
at all.
early, so my voice is still cracking.
Yeah, you have a Smash Bros tournament today, right?
God, I don't wanna go.
What do you mean you don't want to go? Is it teams?
I'm
or
so
singles?
tired. Yeah, there's teams and singles today.
Ooh, that's exciting. So
So it's early.
they finally meshed the two together. For those of you who are wondering what we're talking about, there's although we are commentating a Hearthstone game, there are other competitive games out there besides Hearthstone. I think the best one out there is Super Smash Bros. Melee. And for those of you who played the Super Smash Bros. Series, it's the second installment, the one for the GameCube. And aside from it just being like a really, really great game, like I'm sure anyone who's played it as a kid knows it's just like a really, really fun. It's sandbox fighter, but it hasn't been changed in 13 years. It's not like League of Legends or Hearthstone where they keep patching it, and it just hasn't been changed since its release date, and it's just still evolving. Like it's such a difficult but like high skill gap game that like it's so much fun to play and watch too. Any tournament days, you'll notice it's like one of the top games on Twitch. It's really, really cool. Super Smash
Yeah.
Bros. And if you're interested at all in that, you can follow me on Twitter, and I do a lot of tutorials, and I also post when there's going to be events and stuff, so it's really cool. So yeah, the big 3 games I think are Hearthstone and League of Legends, as well as, in my opinion, Smash Bros. Obviously, like Counter-Strike and other stuff pulls in more viewers, but I don't know. Anyway, yeah, my co-commentator Jethro Tex is going to a tournament.
You can't forget Dota.
Oh, please. Dota's just a copy of LoL. Shots fired. No, obviously not. Dota's the better League of Legends, right?
Something like that. That's what Windrose tries to say, or just likes to sprout.
Yeah, I think it's really it's a lot more competitive.
Hmm. It's just so dark.
That's what
Like-
I thought too when I tried to play Dota. And like the HUD, like you can't change it either. So like the HUD is really big and it's really dark, and like
Yeah.
I can't really like get used to it. Maybe if I played for a really long time and I just kind of like knew what things looked like, I wouldn't need to rely so much on my visuals. But
Yeah.
I find that's usually what stops me from playing a new game. Is like I can't like yeah, I can't make connections with things. Like if I go into the map and I see that something happens somewhere, then I like to be able to look at it and be like, oh, okay, that's here. But then like the next game, if I'm like in that spot and it's so dark I can't see anything,
Yeah.
and I'm just gonna make the same mistakes over and over again unless I'm like really paying attention. You probably just have to play it for like 3 or 4 years for it to all become like second nature.
Yeah, it's just too, I don't know. It's not appealing when you first play it because it's just so,
Yeah, it's hard too.
yeah.
I just don't like Dota because Chance can get strong enough to one-shot people, and that's not fun. As long as if you're the one doing the one-shotting, then I bet it's tons of fun.
Yeah.
But
Depends on which side you're on. You gotta look at it from a different perspective.
yeah, I can see like if I had played Dota for 4 years, or if I could choose to play Dota for 4 years or play League for 4 years, then like I would probably pick Dota in hindsight. But the fact is I played League for 4 years and I don't want to invest that much time into another game.
Yeah.
But it seems so much cooler. Like the idea that every character is OP because you just get so fed that you can just start one-shotting people and like just do like these crazy plays where they don't even know like what the counterplay is. It's fun for you and not fun for them, which in terms of the internet is like a win for you. And I like to call it a win-win.
It's somewhat, yeah, you gotta learn. There's some learning.
There's some learning. So wait. Oh, Google. Here we go. This is the Google you were talking about. 3
Yeah.
O's. Okay, I'm gonna move the mouse over.
Alright, so it's Shaman versus this. You might want to fish for a Fiery War Axe. I mean, the Death Spite's pretty good, though.
The Death Bite's amazing.
Death Bite and Acolyte. I don't know. I'm not sure which one. I'm not sure what to even mulligan. You might mulligan all of it or, like, only half
None
of
of
it.
it. Like okay,
Yeah.
shield block for sure. Yeah, Senjin. And okay, he's getting rid of it, but he's keeping the Acolyte.
Oh, there you go. You have the Fiery War Axe. He
That's
has so many weapons in his deck. It's just like, you're bound to pull one of them.
It's a much better. So he's got a nice 2-3 coin 5 curve going on right now.
Oh, that just stops the War Axe.
Stupid Argent Squire. It's such a good card.
Probably just pass here.
Okay, well he's got Coin Acolyte, which is like a really nice answer to the Argent Squire pressure.
And he got the healing totem too. So if you got the taunt totem, it'd be pretty.
Oh, that changes things because the issue before was that you didn't have a turn 3 play, and he still doesn't. If he coins out the Acolyte, he's gonna need to top deck something, or he's just gonna have like a Taskmaster.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not that bad. It's okay. He can even Cruel Taskmaster his own Acolyte just to get some more damage out of it.
And he has 2 draws to pull something that's either like a Whirlwind or a yeah, Whirlwind Taskmaster would be pretty devastating to this board.
Or even a Unstable Ghoul. Oh, with the Feral Spirits.
If you Taskmaster that Acolyte, it just dies instantly. That's
Yeah.
too bad. Ooh.
It does die instantly, but then you get rid of one of the wolves.
The axe seems like the obvious play here. And then just kind of hit one of them.
The X is pretty good because you take out one of the wolves and it still takes you'll still get 2 draws out of the Acolyte.
Not to
He's probably
mention,
trying to think between the two.
not to mention he like his next turn, like Google's next turn is overloaded, so it's more than likely just gonna be a totem.
Yep.
So he can kind of prepare 2 steps in advance here.
He's actually deciding to hit one of them. See what he gets. He might be afraid of like Earth Shock is a problem.
Yeah, Armor Smith Taskmaster's the obvious next play. But let's see. Oh, Earth Shock. Okay, that's nice.
Yeah. So it's good that he did that. That he hit it, so he could actually get a draw out of it, as opposed to just being Earth Shocked immediately.
Yeah. Oof. Okay, so he takes that out, and
Yeah, that's a really good play because now the Argent Squire can't really deal with that at all.
it runs itself into the ghoul, and then it just gives him armor, right?
And he got out the Earth Shock out of him. He got the Earth Shock out of him as well, so he can't use the Earth Shock on this unless he has another one. But then that's both his silences down, and it looks like that first card might be Earth Shock.
Okay, Azure
Oh,
Drake.
no, it's the Azure Drake.
Next turn, we're probably expecting the Fire Elemental to kill that 1/3. That's like the standard Shaman turn 6. Sludge Belcher seems... I don't know, playing more minions into this board seems pretty volatile.
You might want to just clear off the 1/1 and then...
Yeah. How dangerous is this Azure Drake, though? Potential Lightning Storm devastation? No. Not really.
Yeah, it could be.
You're not going to get value out of Lightning Storm against a Warrior, though. Except, like, right now.
This is a pretty alright play. I actually like this a lot because then he gets rid of so much stuff on the board and gains a lot of armor.
So he kills one and Taskmasters the other? Or just shield block. Hit it.
Yeah, he
hit
can
it,
just shield
block. No, he sets to armor instead of shield block.
He's probably saving the shield block for one of his shield slams, just in case he loses his armor.
To the devastating 0-1 health totem on the field.
No, I mean later on though.
Yeah. Yeah, the shield block combo is really nice. It's just nice to have that insurance. Doomhammer. Okay, that'll clear the board. Where's your Harrison Jones, eh?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
If he just pulls the Harrison Jones right now, that'd be hilarious. 6 draws, the ultimate. Aw, okay, I saw the 5, but I didn't see.
Yeah. Harrison Jones just destroys Doomhammer. Actually, you'd overdraw, right? Yeah, you would. Okay.
So he throws a Sludge Belcher out, which is like a good counter to the Doomhammer, because he can't really, unless he's gonna waste a Rock Biter on it, which I really doubt it, because then he'd have to Rock Biter the small little totem. But he does have a Hex, so that's not bad.
Interesting to Hex so early. He's probably going to start beating down on... No, he's going to save his charges. I guess he's feeling pretty confident.
Usually when you use something so liberally like that, most of the time you have a second one in your hand. That's at least...
Do people run 2 Doomhammers? That seems so...
Oh no, I was talking about the Hex.
Oh, the Hex. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Usually you don't run 2 Doomhammers because of the...
He's going to try and...
It lasts so long.
One thing about the Sludge Belcher is that while it is like a really, really strong card, it only threatens 3 damage, so you don't necessarily have to like deal with it right away. Especially if you've got a better way to deal with it later. So the fact that he hexed it right away like really means that Google's like he's valuing board control over everything.
Yeah, but it also like the fact that it's out there too means it might protect like a big creature. Although it was only 7 mana, so he can't really protect Ragnaros or anything, and probably could. And he can just target that immediately too. So, not entirely sure.
Is Doomhammer legendary, by the way? I don't think it is. I think it's epic.
No, it's an epic.
It's an epic. You can run 2 of them. The only legendary for Shaman is Alkir.
Alkir.
Yeah, it's definitely epic. Okay. Acolyte to Taskmaster. It's fine play. You're always
He's fishing for some more. Fishing for some more cards. He gets a Shield Slam.
Okay. 8 mana.
Right.
I'm thinking the Fire Elemental is going to come out to kill this Acolyte. And then he's just going to wail on the Cruel Taskmaster and Totem. That seems like it's solid play.
Looks like he's trying to whittle down the... Yeah, he's just trying to get down those Doomhammer torches. This next turn you can rag, but it's kind of a weird board to rag because you still have that healing totem and then the Ardent Squire, so you don't get much value out of it.
Oh, I thought we were gonna see a spell tower Earth Shock there on the Acolyte. That would have been really nice.
Mhm.
But boom boom.
Just easily taking out his 2 creatures.
Okay.
He still has a good amount of health. He's essentially full on health. Oh, and there's the Harrison Jones.
That's an auto play right there. I don't think you play anything other than that. Let's just see though. Brawl isn't terrible, but I don't think you're gonna get much more value out of Harrison. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't overdraw, which is nice. 1, 2. Okay. Now it was like a really good value play, but at the same time, like
it's a little bit tricky to throw anything out now.
If he like bloodlusts Alakir Rockbiter or something, then like okay, that's impossible. But if he bloodlusts Rockbiter,
I don't know. That's only like
it's
only like 12 damage from the bloodlust itself.
12 plus board is sitting on 5, 6, 7, 19.
I haven't seen bloodlust. I haven't seen bloodlust in forever.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, as a possibility, like, leaving 4 cards on a shaman's board is just really scary.
Yeah.
There's actually a really cool shaman deck out right now that runs the giant, Sea Giant.
Mm-hmm.
Like, right now, Sea Giant would cost 4, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, they used to run Sea Giant and Hunters.
Oh,
but
yeah, with, like, unleashed combos?
It's just too reliant on the combo that, like, the combo is good in of itself, but then the what's it called loses value. The Sea Giant loses value if you just don't have the combo.
This has to be a bloodlust. Yeah, a bloodlust is coming for sure. Why would you run 2 Violet Teachers?
When you have the students. Oh, this brawl is gonna be amazing.
Yeah. You did not play around Brawl at all.
If the healing totem lives, it's just the healing totem that's been there since the beginning of the game.
Ding ding ding. That was a mistake. Yes, it was. Healing totem does not live.
The one student, the student who could. That's definitely the valedictorian right there.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's no one there to hear his valedictorian speech. Everyone's kind of left him. Guys,
Tostingo's there with him.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he overcommitted way too hard.
He really overcommitted there with the second Violet Teacher too. Like, you never need 2 Violet Teachers. He actually ended up losing out on the
because he didn't get a second student from the Violet Teacher because the board was full.
Yeah, the Bloodlust would have won him the game. Like, he took a risk that he wouldn't have Brawl, but when you've like played Harrison Jones and you've drawn 3 cards and you're over half your deck, like, the odds are not in your favor. And he had no reason to commit that far too. Like, I would say he was like up.
Yeah, this is pretty much a stroll in a park. He just has to. He's good, He's studied up. Yeah, just gotta patiently walk through this.
Yeah, the other players haven't made it out of the swimming part of the marathon, and he's just like on his scooter.
He's on the triath. He's already at the end of the triathlon.
Yeah.
It's at the 3rd part. Everyone's still at the beginning.
Taking a pit stop. It's pretty hard for a shaman to come back. I'm trying to think what comeback factors there could be. I mean, Alakir Rockbiter is always fun, but it's only, 3, 6, 12 damage.
And then he has to get through his massive amount of taunts.
Yeah.
And then his super big creatures. He's played a Hex, so.
Yeah, he has 1 more Hex. But Rag is still, like, Rag and Gromash have not been played yet. This is like a lock. Yeah, pretty much a lock in. Oh, the Violet Teacher that could. What a turn.
Yeah, his hand's probably just filled with like removal spells, so it's not good. It's not going to be too good for him.
He's probably got 1 Earth Shock. Yeah, that's 18 damage, or that's 8 damage to the base. GG, well played. Mistakes were made, and he's still sitting on that 4 damage in hand. Not to mention the Gromash. 4 damage rush. Okay.
Oh, and he top decks the Hex.
And the young totem searing. I always thought it looks like a cow's head, don't you think? Once you see it, you can't unsee it.
I thought it looked like someone's chest.
I don't see the chest.
I don't know. All I know is that
It's not pretty. Okay, is that lethal?
all I know is a
3, 4,
Garomosh
8
shield
plus
slam.
8 is 12. Yeah, that's lethal.
He's trying to figure out how to BM properly.
Oh, okay.
I think he needs to hit with the.
And
What he needs to do is he needs to put down the Gromosh, hit the face with the Death Bite, and then shield slam it.
hit the face. You can't.
He hasn't shield slammed it
Oh
yet.
my god, that combo. The overkill. So strong. I never thought. I was like, he doesn't have a way to enrage it, and then I realized like he's sitting on Death Bite the whole time.
Yeah, he had Death Bite. And then he could have also just shield slammed it right after.
Yeah.
Immediately after the
No.
Death Bite activated. Just the.
He can't though. You can't shield slam your own minion.
Oh yeah, you can. Is it?
There was a
It's
huge
not?
faux pas. Yeah, no, you can't.
Ah, that's so
it's an
unfortunate.
enemy minion. There was like this highlight reel that I was watching like yesterday actually. It was on front page Reddit, and it was like tournament grand finals, and I think he tried to. Oh, okay, wait. Maybe shield slam is possible. It's execute. I know
Yeah,
you
it says
can't execute.
yeah, you can't execute your own minion, but you can deal 1 damage to a minion for each armor you have. It's just a minion.
Oh, okay, so you can shield slam your own minion.
hmm
Cool.
But
Today
see,
I learned.
execute there says destroy a damage enemy minion. See, I don't understand some of that. I mean, it doesn't really even prevent anything because I mean, you're probably not misclicking with that.
With the execute, sometimes
Yeah.
like you try and execute your Sylvanas. I've seen some.
Yeah, I
pretty-
think that would be really, really good if you could execute that. So I don't know why it's limited in
There it
that
is.
sense, but
Yeah,
Alright,
Sindek, we reached the conclusion. Unfortunately, you're too delayed. Even though you may have reached it before us, we are the commentators and you are the viewers. So, ha ha ha. We figured it out, all on our own.
yeah,
Oh god, this hand is so slow.
yeah, he's probably just gonna be armoring up for the
He's
next
he's gonna
40
pass.
turns.
It's a pass.
びっくりした今僕は一びっくりした
俺今広パでドフリードだと思って
Okay.
あれあれ
Well, I'm on the face. We're about to find out if he has wild growth or not. Double loot hoarder though. What?
Oh my, that's perfect for the whirlwind. It's a whirlwind armor up. And he passed? He didn't even hit with the... Did he? Oh, right. Never mind. I forgot. He hit through the armor. I was wondering why he was still at 30 health.
Zulu Plumber says, I always thought it looked like the front of a train. Yeah, like
I can see that.
Yeah, I can see that too. There's so many cards that it's just, if you actually look at them, they're totally different than what you like, than what they look like if you just kind of glance.
あのこれ
Alright, so he opts to save the whirlwind and coin out the Tozdingo instead. So he can just, like, taunt into taunt, which isn't too bad.
Yeah.
Because it's also an awkward amount of health for him to deal with, because then he has the hero power as well, which wastes 2 of his mana.
This gets Wrath though. It's a pretty nice Wrath.
It does
target.
get Wrath.
But then like at the same time, he's not really hurting for cards, right? Yeah, he's just gonna Wrath for 3 damage.
He's
got
probably
other
going to do the
loot
1
order.
damage.
Boom.
Oh, he's not. Okay, I thought I saw him click on the thing again. But
You can get more
yeah.
value out of the loot hoarder, I think, rather than just.
Especially with the warrior continuously armoring up. I just thought I saw him click the loot hoarder onto the Tozdingo, so I wasn't sure.
Okay.
This can be an acolyte whirlwind, or he can just throw out the
こういった場合殴られます
Senjin.
I think it's token druid.
Yeah.
We haven't seen any ramp stats yet, so I'm assuming he either didn't draw into wild growth or he just doesn't have it. 2 loot hoarders means like he's just kind of fishing for cards. So like the combo is, he's just looking. It might be one of those double combo druids
Mm-hmm.
where you just run 2 Force of Natures, 2 Savage Wars, and just a lot of card draw.
That's not bad.
Okay.
Alright, so he's really thinking about the either just
I'm thinking
foreplay or the.
Google is probably gonna drop Azure Drake into Senjin, and like it doesn't really deal with it very well. Like with the double
Yeah.
loot hoarder so early, I would assume turn 5 is like Azure Drake 100%.
He's really trying to get through. He's trying to mill through his deck,
Yeah,
find some
through
things.
for sure. I don't know what other turn 5 plays, other than like Stall. I stand
Oh, Stall.
corrected. Stalag has been summoned.
あ知ってます
If Yugen also died, summon what is it, Thalmos?
Yeah. No.
Thalmog?
Thaddeus.
Thaddeus. Okay. I'm not I never played World of Warcraft. I feel like if I did, I would not have.
I never played
gotten
it either.
much. But yeah. Okay, so now that we know it's Dalek, so we already know who the other legendary in the deck is.
You can actually get away with some pretty cool stuff with like the duplicates and whatnot. I forget. I remember seeing a post about having like, a mage had a board filled with Thaddeus's, and then the priest had and then the priest had like a quality consecrate in his hand.
Oh my god! So it just summoned like 10, well not 10, but like 6 of them, or however many.
Yeah, something
there
like
were.
that. The reincarnate combos too would be really cool with shaman.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so this is looking like he'll want to hit the 3/5 first, right? Yeah.
He'd probably want to hit the 3/5, then whirlwind.
If he whirlwinds, then it just becomes a 5/1 that trades with the 1/1 on board. Kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, he can. Even if he throws out the unstable gold, then it just hits. So I guess he's gonna look for some.
Oh, the armor smith would have been nice to have earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, I think he can just wait. He doesn't need to do that. Oh, okay, he's gonna do the trade. I would have just waited.
Yeah. You could just like pass your turn.
See, now he gets to attack with the 1/2. That's the drawback there.
Yeah.
I mean, if he had some nice, like the swipe, I guess would have been a nice. No, like it wouldn't even been good because it would have just given the acolyte more value. Okay.
Yeah, even if he swipes this unstable gold, then acolyte gets 2 draws.
Gets double draw, but it would clear the board.
Yep.
We'll see. Keeper silence, possibly. Or is he gonna do 2 damage? Okay.
Oh, he's
gonna
actually
swipe
swiping
that.
the. Yeah.
Okay, and then yeah, he hero abilities down the. Yeah, I like that. It does deny him a draw.
Especially since he's gone through so many of the druid's gone through a lot of his cards, so he wants to stay ahead in cards as well.
Yeah, coming close to the combo, and if he is running 2 combos, it's a lot of damage in hand. Turn 8. Yeah. Turn 7's usually a big play, and the fact that he had to deal with the board on turn 7 instead of like Ancient of Lore or Ancient of War, depending on what kind of druid you're running, it's like really strong pressure from Paplico.
Plus, at any time he can like force nature, savage roar, innervate savage roar.
Oh my! What is that? That's 2 plus 2, 4, so 6 plus another 2.
It's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage. It's 4 from the face, another 4, 8, 12 from Savage Roar, so that's 16 plus another 6, so 22? Burst.
It's a pretty good chunk of damage.
Wow, this is like really, really strong play. And there's Hugin. So we're going to see a nice execute target coming up pretty soon after this 4/7 dies. Okay, so Shield Slam. Oh, wow. He's still got the shield block armor.
I don't even
Shield
think he
Slam
can
combo.
rag is the problem here. I think he might Cruel Taskmaster his.
I see a really
He
nice
should
play.
he should Cruel Taskmaster his own acolyte, take it out with the acolyte, and then the other Cruel Taskmaster, and then he can probably just like armor up Shield Slam the and then execute the Thaddeus.
Right now, he can get 7 armor and Shield Slam it.
Yeah.
For 3, 4, 6 mana, and then just hit the acolyte into the what is it, an 11/11 or something crazy,
Yeah.
and then just execute it. That'll cost a lot of cards, but he will get a lot of armor out of it. He's got a lot of really interesting plays here. Depends how much.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
Board.
There's just multiple things. It's just whichever one he really wants to do.
YOLO Rag is probably the worst, because if it hits the 4/7, he's taking like death damage, plus next turn is turn 9, so he'd lose.
Yeah, plus he has to end his turn too, so it just wouldn't be good.
Yeah, I think he needs to kill what's on the board right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, okay. He's going to axe it down with the Acolyte.
And then he's gonna, that was a really good draw, because now he can just use the Taskmaster to,
Yeah.
oh, time's ticking down.
That was a cool animation, just the double lightning bolts. And that
Yeah.
sucks, because he built his entire deck around that card, and it's just like, Warrior's just like, nope. Execution.
A lot of times when you have these big creatures, they're really there for just being a taunt.
Yeah. They're there for, like, and that creature took so many cards to come out, too.
Hmm.
He didn't really get value out of Stalag or the other one.
Yeah, it didn't, and they were just removed really easily, which is the biggest problem.
Okay. Gnomish Inventor comes out. I don't know why you would run Gnomish Inventor. Oh. Over, like, another 4-drop? I feel like Druids have a lot of nice potential 4-drops. Like, they've got Yeti, and they've got Swipes.
I think because he's running more of a combo heavy deck, he's trying to get
Yeah.
towards the combo faster.
Lots of card draw. No Azure Drakes, though. Not yet, anyway. 5 slots hopefully filled up with Druid of the Claw, but can't be sure. So Harrison Jones never getting value.
Yeah.
He can he clear the board right now? Probably not, eh?
It would take a lot of stuff.
He has 1 Shield Blam and 1 Execute available. Like, if this is combo Druid, there's not going to be a lot of Execute targets. Like, you're not going to see any Ancients of Wars. You're not going to see any Iron Barks or anything like that.
He might just throw some in just for some stall potential.
Yeah, I mean, this is anything can happen Thursdays.
It's anything. It's Tacky Tie Thursday. He has like a tie that goes down his chest that says Google.
Just spelt incorrectly.
Yeah.
Oof. Okay, so Gromash.
I don't know if you shield slam the Gnomish. I mean, it saves your armor smith, but I don't know. Your top priority would probably be the Gromash.
Yeah, I'm trying to think how you can. Yeah, I would leave it. It's not too threatening. I'm trying to think. Like, there's no 5 damage that Druid has, so leaving that on board doesn't really change much.
Mm-hmm.
What's the one that does 5 damage and draw a card? That's probably the worst case scenario right now. But, like, I'd never see Druids run
Starfire.
it. Yeah, Starfire. I never see Druids run it. Wow.
So it looks like he might be Defender of Argusing. Oh, Poison Seeds.
Oh, that was a cool combo.
Yeah. It's
I
not
love
bad.
seeing that. I've never seen that before. That was really cool. So, got rid of the Gromash really easily.
I think the funniest thing is just the Poison Seeds to Moonfall, the 2 damage to all minions. They have, like, if they overcommit with it's a giant board.
Ultimate wave clear. Like, it's like for sure wave clear too. It's none of that, flame strike and then death rattles come up or whatever.
Yeah.
There's just nothing you can do about that wave clear. Boom. Another novice. Wow, there's so many, like, card draw.
Yeah, he's trying to get towards this combo, but the problem with a lot of combo decks is when you're going up against Warrior, if you just get too much armor, eventually you run out of damage.
Yeah.
If you don't have creatures on the board that can stick.
Power of the
Oh,
Wild.
and he has the Power of the Wild.
Okay. And kill that. Where's the brawl at? We need brawl.
The one time you actually want to have a copy of Brawl.
Holds breath. No. Okay. That does allow for some. Not as much as I'd like. So you can kill.
You probably shield block here.
Would you
is
execute
he
the
gonna
5-2?
protect? I.
He can kill the Gnomish, execute the 5-2.
He's already used one execute, so it might be problematic to do so because he might have a really big creature because you don't really know what's in his deck.
You don't know, right?
You might want to play it safe and just keep it. I mean, so far he's at full health and he hasn't been able to really take him down, so he's going for the Novice Engineer.
Why wouldn't you get the 3-5?
Yeah, I was thinking you go for the, oh, he is executing, okay.
I guess he doesn't want to put it in hero ability range, which is fine. Ooh.
Oh, hits him in the face.
Yeah, because if you killed the novice, it would just be a 5-1 and it gets hero powered down. Now at least it trades with a minion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he does execute it actually. So that's gonna trade with that. Let's see how he deals with this big game hunter. We haven't really seen very many legendaries other than the new, like the two legendaries that just kind of like are from the new wing. But
Oh, naturalize. All right. I wanted to just get some hard removal,
wow,
or just remove it very harshly.
yeah, wow.
Naturalize is just a funny card because it's like it's like you're destroying a giant. You're destroying this giant creature and throwing it back to nature.
Yeah, just turning back into the dust that it was. But it draws him 2 cards. It would be really good if you like could do that a lot later. Like if you run a mill deck, and there are a lot of really cool mill cards available to like Druid, but you run like naturalize and cold light. But yeah, so he naturalized it, and now that Gromash is gone and Rag is gone, what other big damage threats are there from Pavliko?
Trying to remember what else was in his deck. He actually didn't have many big creatures, so
Yeah, he's probably got
he
like
might
an
have to.
Armor Smith and
He's probably going to have to. I'm not sure. He's probably just going to have some consistent damage, some creatures that are sticking on the board, so he can just have a lot of board presence.
I can give him some armor, but the Undertaker. Wait, how did that become a 2/3?
Power of the Wild.
Right. Okay, I was thinking.
Oh, okay. So I'm kind of this Druid deck is really weird because it seems so just all over the place. Like there's mini combos here and there. You don't really want to commit to getting a gigantic sandwich. You just sort of whittle away at them. It's kind of interesting though. This is definitely a Tacky Tie Thursday.
Undertaker. I mean, with all the loot hoarders that he ran earlier and like he had loot hoarder and golem, so if he had drawn it early, this is actually what they were saying about the card reviews. If you listen to Trump and Reynad when they were talking about the new cards, is that yeah, Undertaker is like a really cool concept, and you can get a lot of value at it for it being a 1-drop. But if you draw it late game, it is the most dead card.
Yeah, not only that, sometimes you just invest too much into it.
Yeah, and it's like in the current meta, like every single class has some way of dealing with it.
Mm-hmm.
Even Druid, like they have naturalize. Which like yeah. Zuby Plumber says he runs 1 naturalize in all his Druid decks, which I can agree with. I mean, you can always just not use it and just kind of have it as a failsafe to deal with those ridiculous creatures like Rag. Oof. The poor man's Harrison. Okay. So it's 4-4 right now. Like in terms of cards and health, it actually looks really, really even. It's just a matter of how much damage these guys have left in their decks. Brawl, never gonna get value out of that anymore. He's been clearing this board like crazy.
Alright, so he has those double shield slam, and if he's gonna get rid of this unstable goo, he should just hit with the armor smith first, just for that one extra. Get rid of that 1 armor.
I'd hit the face first because the armor's gonna die. The armor smith's gonna die, so hit him in the face, or you could just hit both of them in the face. Although we've only seen 1 Wrath out of Google, so maybe it'll get Wrathed, and then the 2 will live.
Yeah. Oh, he's going for the face.
Furious. He's like, oh, do I do it? Do I not?
Is the 1 damage worth it?
We've only seen 1 keeper as well, so it could get silenced.
Yeah.
I have naturalized a Deathwing. Yeah, once you naturalize a Deathwing, you're probably never going to take naturalize out of your deck. Then again, how many Deathwings do you really come across in ladder? I dusted it as soon as I got it. I'm like, oh, this is a cool card.
This is a cool 400 dust.
Yeah. That's pretty much what I thought. I was like, oh, nice. I can craft an epic. Is this the combo again? No. If only he could hit his own egg.
Darn.
Darn.
Oh, he has Sylvanas, so that's not.
Oh, okay.
That's not,
He's about to get that egg.
it's about to make that egg scrambled.
And then have a taste for it.
That's sunny side Sylvanas.
Bring it over to his side. The sunny side. Huh. Yeah, you just do that in armor. There's really no other play here. Like, he's not going to shield slam. He has 2 shield slams and brawl. Like, there's no other play other than Sylvanas. And
Yeah.
he's just kind of waiting. There's not much thinking. All he can do is kind of like bluff that he has plays.
This is definitely going to fatigue.
I know. This is like our second match gone to fatigue. At least the last one had 3 Gromash on the
Yeah, that was pretty humorous. This is why I feel like I don't know, Warrior just seems so much more powerful with Alex Straza in its deck. 'Cause you just have to just throw them down, especially with like how much you're stalling. Like you just clear the board, you keep control, and then Alex Straza. And it's like damage doesn't even matter. He has 4 cards in his hand, and he just opts not to use any of them.
He's gonna hit him 17 more times just to get rid of the armor, and another 23 after that. Oh my gosh.
I think his thought process here is hitting the egg and then shield slamming his own
Yeah.
Sylvanas.
Or you can just shield slam the 4/4.
You can just hit him in the face.
I'd rather have the Sylvanas than the 4/4. You're not
Yeah.
gonna find any shield slam targets at this point, so I would just hit it and shield slam it.
Yeah.
And that way, you at least like if he Arguses, then like, I guess you can shield slam any turn. There's really no rush. Like wait for him to do something. Okay. Just as I say that, he's gonna hit this Nerubian whatever for 17 damage.
Yeah, I forgot he could just shield slam the 4/4. I was so bent on like shield slamming your own creature because it's cool. Oh, there's the naturalize.
Another one?
Oh. Gorhel and Deathbite. Okay, so he has some damage.
Boom.
Oh, see, this is why the biggest problem here is if he tries to shield block, he takes an extra point of fatigue.
I think he'll be okay. I think it's worth.
Yeah.
And fatigue. Let it begin. So you armor every single turn. Yeah, and start wailing on him with weapons. How quickly would you use this Gorehowl, though? Would you just bop him in the face with it after you're done with this weapon?
I mean, you have the shield slam, and then you have the brawl. So you might.
Board, yeah.
Yeah, the brawl's kind of a dead card here. Ooh. Oh. That's actually not that bad. Because if you hit the.
Are you watching the stream or like my?
I forgot.
You should be watching.
Yeah, that's
You should be
right.
watching the Skype share screen.
All right, so he has the Baron Rivendell out.
Yeah.
So that's not bad to actually hit the golem and then brawl because that's probably the most value you're gonna get out of brawl here, and you really want to get value out of your cards this early on.
Well, if he hits the thing, it will just die like automatically, right? To the death bite, or does the death bite go off before the death rattle? I think it.
The death bite will go off before the death rattle because he played the harvest golem afterwards.
Yeah. So if you brawl now, no, that's no good. So
No, you probably. I think you. I mean, you can
option-
shield slam it, or you can just. 'Cause it's not doing that much damage to you. You just hit the. I'm not sure. He might. Also, the problem, he might have forgotten the death rattle rules, so he might think that he has the thing.
He can always like. He can deal with the double death rattle later, right? So if he shield slams the 2/3, and then hits him in the face with the weapon.
Yeah,
and
that
then just
works
equip
too.
The Gorehowl, then like you're set, right? Because you just kill the 1/6. There's not going to be any death rattles next turn. It's only threatening 1 damage.
I just want to see the brawl.
There's much time for brawl.
It's just brawl takes a while. Oh man, he's just. Oh, he's shield slamming it, huh?
Why would it like it? I don't know. Like why not just shield slam the golem, and then just hit him in the face with the weapon? That would kill the entire board, right? It doesn't matter. Like, that card is not that threatening at this point in the game.
Yeah, plus it's also less damage as well because it says it's a 1.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
I
less
guess
damage.
the possibility. He might be confused about the death rattle too. I don't know. It's a lot of. This is gonna be a weird game. See, because his death rattle is gonna go off before his, and now he has a 2-1 out. Yeah, so that's. Is it Gorhal?
Oh man, I think he misplayed.
Yeah.
And like the shield block's not gonna help him at all. He has no more damage in his hand.
Yeah, this is. And he has 5, and the druid still has 5 cards in his hand.
And it's so weird because the druid's running like a draw deck too. There's like 2 novice, two loot hoarders, 2 no machine ventures.
It was like almost a mill deck. Maybe it wasn't mill deck. I don't know what this deck is. It's confusing.
Okay,
It's like a Power of the Wild.
I think it's looking grim for Paplico.
Yeah, he's already 4 points into fatigue.
Okay, if he hits him for 7 right now. Yeah, so brawl.
He's wondering what that last card is.
What could it be? Well, like, we've seen... He might be sitting on those Ancient of Lores for, like, a heal. That's a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
This is like a mill deck, actually. The Naturalize, the double Naturalize.
Yeah.
No Cold Light. He could, like, Cold Light right now. Oh my gosh.
That would definitely be... Oh, he's conceding.
Yeah, it's over.
No, you gotta play it out. You
No, you
gotta
don't.
be...
It's over. Other players are waiting. Consider it. Yeah, now it's over.
Okay, that's a Sludge Belter. That's definitely...
It's super, super over. How much fatigue damage is he taking now? 4?
5.
5. Oh my gosh. Bam. So now shield block is losing you more health than it's gaining you.
Mm-hmm.
It's over.
Yeah.
Concedo.
Because especially with the druid's ability, because you can hit them for 1 and then gain your own 1 armor. So you essentially both just gain 1 armor.
Yeah. It's really weird. It's a really, really weird deck from Google. Because it's like, I feel like I would have played around so many threats that he just wasn't running.
I feel like it's a free-to-play.
It might be a free-to-play.
It's a free-to-play druid.
Like,
yeah,
no,
this is
other
over.
than the Nox cards, right?
Yeah.
He had the 3 legendaries.
Well, those are technically free-ish.
Yeah. Well, the 1 wing was free,
Mm-hmm.
which is the wing I did. Oof. Okay.
Yeah.
He's just like, maybe I'll draw something that. Oh yeah.
maybe we'll get like a fire card.
There should be like a 1 in 100 chance that you just draw some like ridiculous card like Deathwing in your fatigue. I mean, why not? Haro. Why would you ever play Novice with 2 cards in your deck? You don't want to fatigue quicker. It's true.
Maybe because he already calculated it. He knew he wasn't gonna lose. Just like, I wonder what's in the rest of my deck, because not even I know.
Okay, so I think mistakes were made, but even if he had played that turn like flawlessly when he was running out of cards, because the 1/7 really wasn't that threatening. But then again, he had the Sludge Belcher, so like he would have gotten 2 1/2s with taunt, and he would have never been able to penetrate that. Yeah.
You really just need to play the early game better. Or the earlier game.
The Danish Comedian, I couldn't agree more. This game really does need spectator mode. It's such a simple idea. Like, I know how they do the tournaments too. They have to have both players stream, and then you have your commentators have both the streams open on different monitors, and you run them through your own stream. And it's possible. Like, I could totally set it up, but the problem is like every player needs to now have streaming equipment, and it's just so rough. Yeah, if you just have like a spectator mode where you can like constantly switch between like both players' hands, that'd be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently Syndetic has said they're already working on it, which is pretty
That's
exciting.
cool.
turn 1 tracking. Pretty standard. Oof. Do you ditch the Unleash and grab the Animal Companion?
I feel like the Animal Companion might just be strong. It has the potential of being stronger, especially, but he has so many turn 3 plays is the thing.
Yeah.
He might even just have the Unleash the Hounds for later.
That's what I'm thinking, is he has so many turn 3 plays.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, okay, well, Kill Command isn't a turn 3 play, almost
Yeah.
ever.
But he has the bow, and then he has the Wolf Rider as well, if he just wants to start planting some more damage in his face.
He's probably not going to play the bow until he gets a secret.
Man,
I think he
Halford's
was
just...
really hoping for a secret right now. That would have been ideal, but...
Mm-hmm. I don't know if they run. He's probably hoping. Yeah, he's probably just hoping for like a 2-play. I think Face Hunter only runs Explosive Trap, maybe Freezing Trap.
Either freezing or misdirection. There's like a mix-up there. Sometimes you can like threaten freezing with misdirection. It's just really funny. I've seen Reynad lose a game to that.
He has all hands. If he's playing poker, or just he has all 3s.
Yeah. Oh wow, yeah, he's got
5
of a
pair.
kind.
Has a 5 pair of 3.
nice mana line.
All right, this is a much scarier opening. Yeah, I think you Wolf Rider that guy.
Get rid of it now. Considering, like, you know how many death rattles this Google runs.
Yeah, he has
Kill it
those.
now.
He has those Nerubian eggs. Yeah, he can either Wolf Rider or Eagle Hornbow. He might. Oh yeah, he does also. I forgot they do run a lot of. They probably do run a lot of traps because of the Eagle Hornbow. But I usually, sometimes I see people opt out of Freezing Trap.
Yeah.
They have snakes.
Turn 3 Golem is looking really likely as well. The Harvest Golem for Google. So, and that would make that a 3-4. Whoa!
Oh, Face
No
Hunter.
respect given. We are sticking to the face. I don't know if I agree with that. Okay, he's gonna, yeah, because he gets to draw for free now, and there's the Golem, just like I thought. Brutal. And turn 4 Gnomish is coming out. Did he have any turn 4s with Death Rattle?
Can't remember.
He has a turn 5. He has the Sludge Belcher for turn 5.
And he also has the Stalg and Fugan or whatever. What it was called.
What are those? 6 mana? No, 5 mana. There's no way they'd be 6 mana for a 4/7.
Yeah, they're 5 mana.
Yeah. Spectator mode.
See, here's the problem. A lot of times Paplico kind of does something, and then next turn he's like, "Oh shoot, I regret that."
He's like, right now I would bite the bullet and just run one of your boars into it and Eagle Horn it.
He might even just Stone Tusk Boar, then Kill Command it.
Yeah, that works too.
If he doesn't want to take as much damage.
He can Kill Command it next turn too. Maybe he's gonna be a little greedy.
Never mind. Let's go for the face. It's Face Hunter. No skill required. Just face.
Oh, this is scary. He's thinking, how much does he hate that Druid face right now?
I don't like the way he's looking at me. What do you mean nature will rise against me?
I wonder.
I guess since he has the Unleash the Hounds, he's probably hoping for anything. Literally anything. What if this turn is just double Nerubian Egg?
Spectator should allow a third person to be the spectator. The spectator can then stream the match with a delay. I completely agree. That's kind of what League of Legends does, and that's how we do it. Oh, now it's a 4/5.
Yeah.
He gets a little more value out of Kill Command, though. So you can double Boar, or you can Flare. Now you can Boar. Yeah, okay. He's not all face. If he had a Kill Command of the face, I would have been a little worried.
That would be pretty funny. Just like, yeah, I've already committed so heavily into going to the face. I think I should go face again. Alright, so he's starting off the 1/1 because of the Hounds. Doesn't want to have an extra dog.
Thanks for tuning in, the Danish comedian. And, yeah, go have fun. Okay.
Alright, so we have Stalg.
How much damage is he sitting on right now? 3, 4, 5, 6, plus another 3 is 9. Could you just... No, that's a 7/4. You gotta kill that. Run the Arcane into it.
Yeah, that might be best. Or he could, like, use 2 dogs with the Abusive Sergeant.
Yeah, that works too. Is it more mana efficient to do that though?
You get hero power afterwards too.
3 and
I mean, it's the one thing I hate about Arcane Golem is using it as removal. Because you want to get the damage in on their face and also have them be forced to hit it instead of something. Because you're giving them a mana crystal, so you don't want to just use it as like, here's a mana crystal, I'm using this as removal sort of thing.
yeah.
I mean, sometimes you have to, but that's usually not what you want for your first plan. So I would probably opt for the Unleash the Hounds. Or face, you know, that works too.
Okay, well if he lives, well we know he has Sludge Belcher in his hand. No, he's gonna hold on to the bow charge. Well,
He might have opted to play Sludge Belcher last turn, so he might be thinking that he doesn't have it.
I'm thinking
Swiping his face
really
though.
good. Oh no.
Ooh, breaking his weapon should have hit with that.
If he had used the ooze, he would have actually had lethal, I think. 4 plus 4 is 8. Minus that, so it's... No, he would have been one short of... No, and then start shot. Yeah, he would have had lethal if he hit with the bow.
Mm-hmm. That's... Yeah, a lot of times you want to just... You kind of want to just go for it. Because, I mean, he has such a big creature out that you've committed... Oh, man, if you just kill command that face the one time...
Oh, man. But then there'd be an Undertaker.
Yeah, that's too.
It'd be like 5-6.
Yeah, that'd been funny.
This is like the ultimate face hunter. If he had played a little more control, he might have been fine, but...
Can he trade evenly, though? Or can he, like, end this in a tie? Nope.
No.
Oh, I think he's given up. Oh, no. Oh, he's setting up for Explosive Trap.
Yeah. But it's like... It's just so obvious that you're setting up for Explosive Trap.
Yeah.
I would
I mean, you
just
don't
take my
even...
time.
Like, at this point, you don't even want to hide it, because... Frankly, you don't have the ability to hide it.
All he needs is swipe, right? He can just like keep board control and swipe. Oh, what? Like I don't even know about that. There's no rush to do that.
Yeah, he might be like playing a bunch of creatures out too. Although the problem is you do take that 2 damage, which might force you into lethal. He has 7 damage total because of the Arcane Golem, but he has 10 health because of that extra armor.
Top deck Leroy.
Oh.
4, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's game. How does this win?
It's Face Hunter.
Oh no, he doesn't have the mana. He doesn't have the mana.
Yeah, he does. He just does 2.
Oh, he does.
Just
Yeah.
does 2 Arcane
Oh
Golems.
my god.
Don't misclick. Good.
Are you serious? How
We
to not pay any attention to what your opponent does and just hit the face. 101.
Google says well played, but it wasn't well played.
It wasn't well played.
What was it? Oh yeah, Google says good game, but it wasn't good game. It was bad game.
Wow, that's so unfun to play against. Oh, we might be switching to the beautiful scenery in a couple seconds.
Some wonderful Ireland, Greenland, Iceland.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Oh, you know what I should have done in the meantime? I should have gone and got some nice pictures.
Yeah.
Huntard going based. Oh man. And that's how you win at Hearthstone. It really doesn't matter if you play it nice or play it pretty or play it smart. You just got to get the W.
Sometimes it's really choppy. Sometimes you just gotta camp the ledge.
Yeah, sometimes you just camp the ledge. Sometimes you just shoot lasers from the other side of the map. Or you camp around the corner with a shotgun and crouch. Sometimes that's just how you get the win. What other gaming cheese can we... Sometimes you just take all of your take all your drones. Man, all this Hearthstone talk making it hard to talk about other games. Take all your drones and take 6 Zerglings and just run at their base at like 2 minutes.
I never
played
StarCraft.
No? Me
No.
either, really. I just learned all the cheesy strategies. I got diamond. Like, I find whenever I learn a game from start to finish, I always look up the most effective, simplest to use strategy in the meta.
Yeah.
And then like do that. So like, obviously when I played Hearthstone, I learned Zoo. to kind of like learn the game, and then once I learned what counters do, then like, well, obviously I have to learn how to play against that. And you just kind of go from like the most effective to the least effective until eventually you know everything about a game, or you get so bored that you just stop learning it.
Yeah.
It's really nice though. Like for Smash, I learned Jigglypuff, and I just learned how to rest people. For 3 years, I didn't learn a single advanced technique other than how to hit down and B, and I did pretty well for myself. Oh,
Sounds
and
fun.
we're back. Yeah. It's a fun way to go about learning something new. I think if I were to like play tennis, I would just learn how to like have a flawless ace serve, or you know, something along those lines.
I used to play tennis.
And then what happened? You realize that the computer is just way more fun than going outside.
Something like that.
Yeah.
No, then I can't. This is the problem with me. Like a lot of times when I want to be good at something, like I would just like be good at it already, and then I get bored.
Yeah, getting bored sucks, man.
Yeah, like tennis. I remember I played versus one of my friends. Oh, Juan.
Yeah, and that's usually the detector of skill level, is if you can beat your friends, right?
Yeah, and it wasn't even that. It was also like I already knew like most of the stuff too. So I 6-0'd him in the
Nice.
first thing, and I was like, yeah, I'm bored. He's like, no, wait, one more set. And I'm like, all right. Then he 6-0'd me. I'm like, man, I just didn't even want to play. Because I was like, but this was so easy before.
Oh yeah. I think it's the boring factor for me is like once I realize what it takes to be like a top level player in something, that I usually
Yeah.
get bored. I don't have to actually achieve it. I just have to be like, oh, okay, that's how I do it.
Yeah, that
And I'm
makes
just
sense.
like, yeah, it's like like I think that a perfect example is like StarCraft, because I was really interested in StarCraft, and like most people, you know, I love playing online game. Like sorry, most teens, I love playing like online games, and after like Halo stopped being popular, they shut down the Halo 2 servers. Blech. So I started playing StarCraft because everyone's like, oh yeah, it's the best game. And like, where was I going with this? What were we just talking about? I started reading the
StarCraft.
chat. Yeah, no, before that.
StarCraft and being the top player.
Oh yeah. So like I started learning the strats, and it was like it was really really cool and all. And like I started watching like top level streams like Husky and everything, and like he showed and Psy StarCraft, and they showed you like really cool tutorials on like how to do like pro builds and stuff. And then it's like, okay, this is what StarCraft is. So you go into a game and you have your build ready, but then you also have to do like this micromanaging where like it's pretty much like it's a little bit of tech skill for like 2 to 3 minutes, and you have to send your drone and you do like patrolling, and like you see what your opponent's going for, and then you execute your strategy flawlessly, and you're like, okay, if I keep going on the route that I'm going, do I win? And if the answer is yes, you keep going and then you win. But if the answer is no, then like you learn how to like slightly change your build in order to counter whatever it is that they're doing. But like what ends up happening for a lot of people when they play StarCraft is that they don't know how to counter things, and then they just kind of like keep doing the build that they're doing, and then they get beaten and they get stuck in bronze. But like if you want to be good at like a game like StarCraft, you have to be like really adaptive, I guess. And once I learned like, okay, so now I just have to learn every single counter to everything, and I started learning them, and like I understood like, okay, he's doing this, that means I do this. And as soon as I did that successfully, I'm like, yeah, I could extrapolate this and keep going. But then I just got bored,
Yeah.
because like it just felt like
Eventually,
the same thing.
yeah. Eventually, you just start having to grind like the same thing and just doing it better.
Yeah, exactly. And like you're just kind of like doing the same thing over and over and over again, and you're not really like. And then every once in a while, you get that player who does something innovative, because like that's how metas are. Is like there's a very low % of people who are actually innovative, but when you come across them, then it's exciting again, and then you have to like come up with something to beat that. But for the most part, it's just like it comes down to like flawless execution and like game knowledge, and there's no real player versus player interaction. So
Yeah.
games like StarCraft and even like Hearthstone is kind of like that too, like Face Hunter. Game knowledge and interaction, and like the cool thing about Hearthstone though is that RNG
Yeah.
factor, which we all know and love.
Alright, so it looks like we have a friendly.
Oh my god, I just realized that the people on the screen are not the ones we hear. Yes, that is correct. The ones that you hear are myself, Curtis Sauce Trainer, and
I'll let you do it. No, you can do it.
oh, yeah,
I believe.
And Dylan Jethro Tex Resmini, and our Twitters are on the top there. We are the English casters for the JCG. This is a rebroadcast of the Japanese stream. You can check out the Japanese stream if you really want to. It's just on Japan Esports 2. But for the English commentary, you're in the right place. And it looks like, yeah. So you said this was friendly between Dada and Publico?
Yeah, so there's the, yeah, he's the anti-M. The anti-mage. Oh man, our Archmage Antonius is really annoying. Because I had to go up against it once, and he got like 80 fireballs versus me because he had like mirror image out.
Oh my god.
I couldn't get. Yeah.
It's Freeze Mage.
No, it's Giant's Mage. It's like the Giant Freeze Mage, but it's called Giant's Mage because it's not full freeze. It's kind of frozen. It's just not.
So you don't go full freeze?
No, you don't go full freeze. You go semi freeze. Yeah, so it has like water elements. It looks kind of mid rangey.
Yeah, this is an interesting deck. This is not like the one that I run at all.
Mm-hmm.
Enable slow mode, please. Not sure if sarcastic or not. I look over and there's like maybe a couple new comments a minute. Okay, so obviously don't throw down the vaporize.
Yeah, you probably just want to.
You generally want to play the paladin's game. If you try too hard to bring them to low health, then they're just gonna heal back up and like AoE you to death.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with Arcane Intellect is that like that can get buffed up really hard. I think you should just ping it and end.
Yeah, especially because you have a lot of stall things as mage. So if you are in a bad position, you can just like keep it up and you still have a lot of damage. If you can get that Archmage rolling, you get like 8 fireballs.
So scary.
And
it's
this
like
paladin's
Mage
playing
Arena.
for the really. This paladin's playing for the really like it. Man, Mage in Arena is so dumb.
Japan has, I wouldn't say its own meta. But we do innovate a lot of cards because, oh wow, equality on the single. Wow, interesting. Yeah, we do. We have like a lot of players who like they follow similar decks, but they don't net deck, I guess is the best way.
Mm-hmm.
They have no problem throwing in cards that don't really make sense just to kind of throw their opponents for a loop. And it really makes for interesting games because it's like, oh, like last game we saw some guy run like a hybrid mill druid deck. With, like,
that was interesting.
And it worked. Like it beat the control warrior, no problem.
Yeah. It looks like this paladin's playing the
Only hero ability.
Yeah, the only hero ability. It's probably all spells in his hand. That's it. No monster paladin. It is the no monster paladin.
What the heck? He just Hammer of Wrath him in the face? Is this real life?
Guess so.
Okay. So you have an open board to play. I guess he's going with Azure Drake. Interesting. No.
Yeah, because you can still ping it.
We are actually both from Toronto. I am currently living in Japan, though. I've been studying Japanese for like 2 years. Not the greatest at it, but I'm getting there. But we work for JCG, the company it's like an independent company. They do all like the competitive gaming with Japan and everything. Yeah, Japan's own meta confirmed. Yeah, sure. We have our own meta. Yeah, so the company itself is Japanese. They have very, very little, like, I think that's Japan's like biggest problem is that they don't have a lot of people who can like speak English to a point where it will like engage an English audience. Like, yes, a Japanese person could grow up and learn English through like school and high school and everything, but if they get behind the mic, they're not going to be able to entertain an English audience. On the contrary, it might actually be like somewhat hard to watch, and I've seen it. So that's why they bring in the English commentators like us. Double mirror?
Oh.
Oh my
Yeah, this is the
God.
this is the rolling Archmage. It's just painful. I mean, this plays in the Consecrate, and let's be honest, he probably has Consecrate.
But now he has 3 fireballs.
Oh, the Equality Consecrate?
Why would he? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why you would Equality, because then you can... I mean, I guess since it's the no...
He
It's
could have
the no
just
min.
true silvered it down though.
Yeah, he could have True Silver and hit it with a 1-1. That would have been so much more worth it.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I guess he really wanted to check that secret, though. I don't...
Okay, so do you just double fireball him in the face right now? No.
I don't know what you do.
You start using
Also,
the
this
fireballs,
paladin is actually, you know what this guy. I know you can't do daily quests versus other people, but I mean, maybe he made this deck for like when you have cast 40 spells.
Oh, true, yeah. It's the objective decks. It's
This is one
like
of the
how I have
funniest-
my Zulok with only 0s, 1s, and 2s, so I can play the creatures below too.
Yeah.
How would you compare the Japanese Hearthstone community to other regions skill-wise? Not as strong, I'll say that. We have like a couple legend players. Nemuke is like kind of the forefronter for Japanese Hearthstone. There's also a cafe here in Akihabara, Tokyo, where like a lot of the top players will go for events. And oh wow, he just already protected the 1/1.
Oh my goodness, that's the first on turn 10 or turn 11.
Yeah,
We
turn 10
finally-
or turn 11.
He's thinking about flame striking it because honestly, that might be the only minion he has.
I don't think you're ever gonna get value out of the flame strike.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, back to the question. Which
Maybe that's
was-
what he's been doing. He's been playing around flame strike the entire game.
Even turn 5 flame strike, because you never know, right?
No, he was playing around like Blizzard on turn 6.
Like they have to run. Well, I guess like how many like 4 health or less minions does Paladin really run? Because
Not many.
a lot of them like to run Senjin, and then like Guardian of Kings is 5.
No, Guardian King's at 7.
6 or no, it's 6. It's 5. It's 7 for 5 6. Yeah, it's 6. We were both wrong. Yeah.
No, I'm Guardian of Kings.
I'm pretty sure.
It's 7. It's 7 mana for 5.
Yeah, 7 mana for 5 6. Yeah.
I said
6
7.
health. Oh, it's
Yeah.
like a 7 drop.
Oh, okay. I remember you
I
meant
see,
4
I
health.
see what you're
Okay.
saying. Yeah.
Okay, we were on the different wavelengths.
You're on the different wavelengths. The level here is not. Yeah, it's not as competitive as the rest. I think if we were to send our best player to a tournament, like if you took like the top 8 from the world and you just happen to send like top 7 from the world and then 1 Japanese player, he would almost certainly come 8th in that tournament. Yeah.
No,
But
how
then
can
again,
you not
like,
believe in your own people?
I know I don't believe in my own people. It's mostly just because we don't like play that much. There's not that much Japanese content for Hearthstone. Like yeah, there's card translations, but there's no real like guide translations or like meta talk or anything like that. I think
Yeah.
that's what the Japanese scene is missing.
I also heard like the Japanese scene doesn't, or the Japanese community really is more into console gaming than it is PC gaming.
Yeah, console gaming is really PC gaming is not that popular in Japan, and like actually the number one most common thing in Japan is mobile gaming. oddly
Yeah.
enough. But
Gotta get that Angry Birds.
I think if they came out with a mobile version of Hearthstone, it would be really really popular.
Yeah, they have the iPad one.
Yeah, they have the iPad one, but like it's pretty rare to see people with iPads in the train.
Mm-hmm.
They usually have like readers, and like that's what I was like I have my BlackBerry the hell is that thing, a playbook, and
Yeah.
I was so excited when like I'm like, oh man, I can play Hearthstone on this thing, but then like I realized yeah, it's only out for the iPad.
Yeah.
So disappointing. And I bet everyone else who doesn't have an iPad but wanted to play Hearthstone on something like that was just as disappointed as I was. Whoa, double Blessing of Might.
Oh, and
What?
oh.
Oh.
Okay, first of
my-
all, that was a gigantic mistake. He hit that when I don't know if he checked the secret yet. Did he? I don't know. because you usually would want to hit with the 1-1 first.
Yeah,
Otherwise-
in case it's vaporize.
Yeah. Now we're the Molten Giants.
Oh my gosh. So double Molten Giant seems pretty obvious.
Molten
That's
Giant.
Ice Block up, right?
Yeah, I think that's Ice
I'm pretty
Block.
sure it's Ice Block, so he wins.
Yeah, he had to.
Oh, he wins anyway. Like, why would he?
Yeah, he has
Oh my god.
that too.
Yeah, he wins without dropping. I guess that's just kind of BM. Wow. That was a really cool combo, though.
Oh, I guess this. Oh, it might have been a challenge, this one, because he saved the screenshot.
Okay. I think I think we understand now why he didn't play too many minions early. He was fishing for the ultimate combo.
And sometimes you shouldn't show the Molten Giants, because like now he knows your deck. Maybe next time he'll play around the Molten Giants,
Yeah. That's
even
true.
though they didn't do anything.
If this is like an actual tournament play, yeah, you always want to pull a trump and just kind of kill people with what's on the board.
Yeah.
Least BM possible.
Nah, that's not fun. You gotta go for the maximum amount of damage. If I could, I would have Blizzard.
If I could, I would have Blizzard. I think we're coming in on the end of the night. Let's see what
Or
they're
morning.
talking about. I'm just gonna turn this up just a little bit.
よろしくお願いし
お願
ます。
いします。
といった形でゲストはもう時間が11
Oh, let me turn it up too. Let me hear my Japanese casting.
Yeah.
これで終わりたいと思いますが、まあ来週は多分マルさんがまた呼んでくれるか、まだゲストも考えます
Okay,
ね
I think he said something about soy sauce.
お呼びしたい
Yeah,
と
he
思い
said
ます
Mataraishu. It means like see you again next week. Our guest. Yeah. Something about 12 o'clock.
Dang, I thought it was gonna be soy sauce. I would have been really impressed.
Yeah. Good try, though.
僕が推
Yeah,
薦
thanks.
するのはクロスっていうプレイヤーですね。
そうですね、ライブナさんはなんかこう、ヨッティさんに言われたとき、俺行くとか言ってないけどみたいなことボロッと言ってたらしいんで、まあ、ライブ
I enjoy
ナ
some
さん
soy
かクロ
sauce.
スさんかどちらか、
I could
You know what I
some
really
soy
want?
sauce right now.
多分テレフォン的
I
な
want
考え
really thin beef.
まあ、むしろ来てくれみたいな感じ
We
で
have that here.
言われてるだけで人気のプレイヤ
It's
ーが
gyudon.
本当に羨ましい
It's called
まあどちらか
gyudon.
になると思いますので、ぜひとも皆さん
It's amazing.
見ていただければと思い
Mhm.
Well,
ます
it's technically it's just gyu, but gyudon just means like it's really thin beef bowl.
Yeah.
So you get thin beef with like it's flavored really nicely in a bowl of rice underneath, and it's like about $3 too. It's really good. 皆さんこんにちは。こんにちは。However, it's like midnight. It's almost midnight here, so the correct face is こんばんは。But again, we've been around for a while.
コメントはちょっと気になったけど、
Yeah.
And I think we're actually about to wrap up the stream.
ハーストーン喋れる実況の方、ぜひ募集しております。
Yeah, so it's-
はい、という形で。
he's saying that he really likes to talk about Hearthstone.
Yeah, Hearthstone's pretty fun to discuss because it's one of those really simple games that has like other, I don't know, the skill set for it is kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm. Okay. まず勉強じゃI think it's just so there's BenQ and MSI and stuff. The first sponsor was MSI. I'm the slowest reader in Japanese. It's so hard.
Oh,
Anyway, we'll let these ads play, but we can
I'm
sign
still
off.
waiting for my laptop.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll put in a good
So
word.
paperwork's going through.
Later, Gazelle Mataga. Thank you for tuning in and being an active part of the chat. Yeah. Later. I guess I'll sign it off. My name, once again, is Curtis Sauce Trainer. Thank you for tuning
And
in.
I'm
Yeah,
oh,
sorry.
I was gonna do it like well this time.
Yeah,
Damn.
right. You messed up your chances like 3 or 4 times. But anyway, yeah, go ahead.
What do you mean? It was only once.
Yeah. Well, I'm a one-time adapter, so if I assume you're not going to do it, then I punish that shit next time.
That's so disrespectful. Like you can't think that they're just gonna mess up on the first try. You gotta sort of like you have to goad them into doing it and see if they do it, and then if they do it, you're like, oh, okay, well he learned to do it properly.
Yeah, I'm a fool me once kind of guy, I guess.
Oh.
Anyway, go ahead and
No. Now
No?
I'm shell shocked.
okay. Well, yeah. So this was JCG Day number 7 Open Class Tournament. Today we got
Tacky
to
Tie
watch
Thursday.
Tacky Tie Thursday. We saw some really wacky plays. The triple Gromash in game 1 was awesome.
Yeah, that was probably the best way to start it off.
Yeah, and then the free-to-play Druid and free-to-play Beast was really, really cool. Back to Steins Gate. Yo, Steins Gate's so good. But I won't spoil it for you.
It was pretty
Like
good.
how everybody spoils it.
It was really good.
Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to follow us on Twitter. Follow the channel. We'll be streaming again next week, same time. So every Thursday. Hope to see you guys out here. Tell your friends, tell your kids, tell your wife. All right, have a good one.
Find a wife, then tell her.
Yeah.